strength for Dynasty have, especially
hello, chat. Hello.
the map's in a weird place.
Thank you. This is a little louder. How are you doing?
Their Sunset, however, wasn't initially a pick that they liked
Where is
a
this
lot,
slug?
but it has
There he is.
improved, and we've seen that against Frankfurt. So
we go.
why not leave it open?
This is a lot of confidence coming in.
Wait, they
from
picked
Dynasty,
Sunset?
deciding to play
In Liquid
Sunset
13 won
right
their
here
last
Team Liquid
Sunset.
Academy. Going over at Ascent, a map that was close, lost it against the guys of EP as well in a quite dramatic fashion, to be honest. So it's a very interesting map. We're seeing the same from the previous Team Liquid Academy game, but we're gonna end up on Haven. This is, on paper, actually a pretty solid map pool for the side of Team Liquid Academy, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think so. Dynasty will be happy with what they've got on here, though.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a bit of a different veto from what I was thinking, or at least from what I've seen. Don't know the most amount, but
super favorable on,
I played
suppose,
Catan.
right?
Is it like the
Sunset, it was
board
a case
game,
of
yeah?
trial and error, as this
Yeah,
team
yeah, of
always
course.
has been. That initial debut against Metasport was not what they would have been looking for, an overtime loss. But coming into that Frankfurt game, you saw how good the defender side was. 11.
Or are you talking about a different game? Hello, Jaws. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you doing that. Thank you.
Sure, Dynasty lost one against
Appreciate that,
Frankfurt,
mate.
if you want to draw that line between the two, but it was bind, and we've seen what
No.
Frankfurt's bind looks like. So yeah, I
Ramak
think this
Crazy
feels
as
pretty,
well. Is this how I
pretty
say your
even
name?
for both.
No,
It
Raymond
does feel
Crazy.
pretty even for both, but if
Thank
I
you
would
so much,
still
dude. I
be
appreciate
leaning- I don't know,
appreciate the
it
5
feels like
months.
one
Sorry,
of those
appreciate the
situations where
15
it is
months
kind of
even.
this momentum-based confidence. However, it is kind of interesting to see as well on how good the preparation looked like. Because for me, one of the things that I would have said that was a problem, or small problem, so to say, for Team Liquid is when they got antied by Enterprise, who sure had more time back in the Northeast playoffs. But it is one of those factors where it seems like, okay,
The
when you
board game?
understand
Yeah,
Team
I
Liquid
played the
Academy,
board game loads,
then
man.
it can be a fairly smooth
My dad's
game for you, but
my dad
we'll
loves tabletop
see
games, so
about that.
I played
I'm not
most of
fully
the
sold on it. It is
most
for
of like
true.
the
That duel between GSR
popular mainstream
and
ones.
in terms of the entry department,
and some other ones.
calling, which sometimes feels a
Just
bit
flow
rough
as well.
on the
Thank you so
Cupid
much for
side
the
of things.
19 months, man. Appreciate the
It's-
prime.
it's-
Thank you.
it's gonna
Thank
be
you.
very much
Did you think I'll
determined
win this? This one should be
could be
very
determined
close.
on that
I'm
first
obviously
map.
going to back the
Yeah,
boys, but I think this one should be very, very close. It's such a big game for both of them.
And his mechanics has improved a lot recently, and he sort of took to socials to mention that even himself as well, his routine and how he's
He's a
been
big
preparing for these games.
I
think very quickly
upset.
before we jump into
Yeah,
it,
it's
Select, I do
mandatory.
wanna mention that last map of
Mandatory
Haven,
winning their
you sort
game
of
2-0,
highlighted
right?
there a little bit as
Kind of
well.
means that it's
You
open
made
for them
about
to go through in the
Enterprise.
group of
They got
death, which is
demolished there in the
cool.
grand final
The other two teams are
13-2.
qualified for Ascension
I
anyway,
think
right?
if
So
it
it doesn't
ends
make
on
sense
the
for them to be going
decider,
all
the
out.
question's always going to be, have they
Luck
learned
and
their
3 with the
lesson?
tier
Have
1.
they
Thank you with the
improved?
21
Because
months.
with
Thank
Liquid
you, doing
Academy,
that.
it always tends to be the case. It was the trial and error I was speaking about. If they
What team do you think is the best Corrode right now? It's pretty hard to say. Honestly, NRG's Corrode does look pretty legit. They're probably the best Odin users at the moment. They definitely have the best Sova use on the map.
Most likely the fact that
Not saying that that was
it is
hard
a
to
lot
do,
of
that
time
they're pretty
that
much
Team
just
Liquid
using the
Academy have, and
drone
when
way
they
better
have
than
a lot
other
of time,
people. They
it
have
feels like the
recon
preparation
lineups
is
that a
very
lot of
snap,
teams
very sharp, very on
don't
point.
have.
I mean,
But
with
they
Dynasty
definitely
being
understand the
follow-up
drone and mid
organization
better
of
than other
Desire,
teams, in my
it would be
opinion, at the
nice to
moment.
see an Italian
It's a simple drone,
organization
but
in
it's just so
Ascension
good.
again. I would absolutely love to have at least that representative of
And the Odin's
of
going to get
that
enough next match.
very
I think
underrepresented region, so to say.
if we
It
see
would be
it
nice
on
to
the
have.
big
But,
stage,
you know,
then
it
maybe.
feels a lot like this is one of the
Like if
scenarios,
we see
this is one of the
NRG
situations where
really
I want to see from
abusing it,
start
then
on
yeah.
how much the pressure
Which would
is,
be good.
because I realize very vividly.
But I don't think it'll be next patch. I think it normally takes a little bit. I think there'll be like a bigger patch at one point this year. Right, every single year they do a bigger patch where they introduce something. We had the Outlaw, we had the Light Armor. There'll obviously be something else that gets introduced. I imagine it will have Harbor rework, Agent tweaks, and yeah, some new items, some sort. Maybe a new gun, I would guess. And maybe that's when I think they might put the Odin in there.
Yeah, I mean, you said CGM were best in the group, but let's not forget
I'm expecting
this
a
was
big
group
patch
that
in the
also had
off-season, is basically what I'm
Apex.
saying.
It had a Go Next team, which actually did massively underperform, so I agree, which they did smoke out.
DSM vs Envy? Nah, I'm not going to watch it. I'll wait for Ascension for those kind of games. Envy are already qualified, right? So it won't be that.
We've got two meta teams. We might have an Italian team in there as well.
Because there's no seed. I'm right in thinking there's no seeding for Ascension, right? So it's kind of pointless for them to even go that hard for it. DSM are in already. Oh, okay, dude, then it's a nothing game.
He was always going to be the one to fly the flag for this team, but Tag had that potential, and even from the like the Go Next, the Barcelona Barca games that you're talking about, he massively stepped up. He's someone who has always been quietly on the radar for a few teams, but just never quite had that cut to make the jump up. I remember speaking to him in a post-match interview after that Barca game, and him saying,
I don't watch tier 2. Nah, I'll watch Ascension when it's there. This is contractual. I don't have to watch Liquid Academy games. I just want it because of Bacon and Cupid.
I kind of see a world where he moved up, but not to them for the time being. And I think, yeah, it's in these inter-regional competitions
There's
where it's
nothing
really
in my contract to do this.
Very much indeed. I mean, we are.
I just
right now,
I also like a lot of the boys
we have
there.
a little issue going on. I mean, it's very interesting to see because you mentioned. Let's go over that. With the teams qualified, there's 4 open slots, and those 4 open slots are fascinating to fill. Because one thing we didn't talk about too much.
Season is over for the other team. I mean, whoever loses here, the season's basically over.
This is brilliant.
Although they always do their starting pretty early.
We didn't talk about them too much. I mean, they're really hoping because, correct me if I'm wrong, but they want Team Liquid Academy to win. Focus is really praying for that.
Want to watch Bacon get angry? That's what I'm saying, man. Waylay on Abyss? Yes. Waylay on Abyss should be pretty good. I wonder what the pathing's like over towards B. Probably actually pretty nice. Yeah, I could definitely understand a Waylay. Especially if people are using the double controller, like Omen Astro started becoming a little bit popular. I could see a Waylay working with that. But I also think like Sage is legit. I think Sage is very legit even before the buff. Now it's even more viable. Teats, hello mate. 35 months, Teats, appreciate you. Any games you should be covering before champs that we've seen? Nah, nothing's. As long as you've got the NRG Odins, you kind of got it covered. Maybe you could use some of the RRQ Waylay games if you like really wanted to make a Waylay video, but.
As well as obviously Dynasty.
Pickles Penguin, thank you so much for the Prime as well. Thank you for the whole year. Thank you for doing that.
This challenge this year format, you
Comp is best for Abyss. We don't really know. DRX played it well, Liquid played it well, G2 played it well. All 3 use different comps. The Liquid DRX were kind of similar. I think BBL had a pretty cool Sage. Genji had a very cool Omen Astra. Like it's all up there, man. All up there.
You look at the LTR players. I mean, even
I gotta leave the house for that, mate. Not looking likely.
Right?
Sage on Abyss should be as mandatory as Icebox. I mean, I've been the biggest Sage believer on Abyss. You don't have to sell me on that one. I kind of agree with that. I think it should be a pretty high pick rate on that map. It just makes sense. It makes sense on both sides.
Okay, it's like Scandinavia. All right, please.
Look, I can claim North, man. I can claim North.
I think you could get away with no duelist comp on Abyss. I think you would have trouble doing that. Because like what, you meant to use middle? You're so committed over towards middle. If you just have a good punish, you're just gonna get owned. I would go with a no on that.
Norwich, so that's basically it, right?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, listen. What else? What else than a good IKEA? Maybe we can take a look at the.
One day with the Prime. Thank you for the 10 months, dude. Appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much.
Is it your first desk, Kaza? Very first?
No, that's not my first desk.
I'm just sorry that I'm asking.
Why
okay, sorry that I'm not watching. I'm not
watching
every Northeast
actually got him.
Apologies.
You actually got him.
More importantly, what are we seeing today? Well, Job Life versus
they don't attack. I mean, either to help you plant, to go aggro. You can use selfish wall boost as well. It's just a good map overall. Especially with the new one. Like walling over towards Heaven's good. Walling over towards either side's over towards A is good.
Not very surprisingly, I think it's fair to say, winning against
it's very strong, man.
In a very tight manner, and as well, mandatory versus enterprise. I think we can quickly talk about that one because
will Teo still be pretty good on Abyss? Honestly, yeah, I think teams might even put a Teo in there.
Needs to win to continue their journey.
I could definitely see who's playing G2 first game.
Big scramble, a big problem.
I would definitely, if I was playing G2, I would be tempted to think that they were going to play the chamber, and I'd be tempted to use tempted to put a Teo in there.
Because
Heretics.
Could
be tempting. The Heretics are very good at that map anyway, so I imagine they won't try anything too different.
But more so, Mandatory making a late swing, pun very much intended for the Red Hammers at Ascension, because look, we saw them in stage 1, but there was a drop off.
The bitch can get away with without an info senti. Yes,
any
I
better
think
when
that's
they
true.
lost to BLX. So they've gone back to the drawing board. They've boot camped. Enzo was.
I mean, teams have been doing it already, right? Was it Gen G that I'm pretty sure had the main comp that was doing it without, where they had Astra lurking the whole time?
Of players and even on a French team rather than an international roster. Also in terms of the points tables as well, having both the 2 top teams already qualified out gives other teams an opportunity to make things, you know, incredibly interesting in terms of seeding.
It very much does. It very, very.
And we regard Heretics as an alright
it's one of those situations
on the map.
where right now
I mean, that was the
our hands
only
are tied and we
time they
wish
lost that
all
map,
people
right?
saying,
Or
"Hey,
did they
Cap
lose to
was
someone
talking."
else?
Yeah, listen,
It was a banger game as well. It was just
But we're gonna
EDG
head into
stepping
a
them
little
up in my
break.
books.
We're gonna take a little breather.
But I mean, we
Come
don't
back
put it
to
on
it.
the same
This
level
is
as
all
like your
fixed. And- no
G2s,
break.
your
No,
DRX,
sorry.
and your
This is your first
Liquid.
day
So.
on the desk?
No,
I mean, that's okay.
hey, wait, I was offered a break. I would take it. I didn't want to take it. And okay.
The
okay,
problems have been
okay.
fixed. So
Okay, so
There you go.
there's I have one very, very good news. We have the little Kinder Surprise egg, and there's going to be agents waiting for us,
all right.
but we don't know what's going to be played.
Oh, do we?
That's the great part.
Do I have to like
We're-
put up the agents at the screen myself? Then if we
Do
don't.
you have? Do you have? Yeah. Do you have
Oh,
one
you
of those
don't?
boards
Do
too?
you not have them printed out already? So
I
you
have,
didn't come
I
prepared.
have them all printed
Zach.
out. I have them all printed out. No, we're gonna find it out later, actually, in game. We're gonna head into it in just a moment, and this brings us back to the point.
Where they on
that,
Abyss?
you know,
Yeah,
we're
where they on
starting
Abyss? I mean, at
on
least
that
RRQ's
sunset.
doing
Needs
that
to
for
be a
sure.
dynasty, hitting the ground running, and it's gonna be so important. They were finishing the game against Koi Phoenix 13-11 to take the trophy.
Kind
And
of
that's exactly
easier
what they need
plant
to
will be the
continue
main
with
one,
their
Peaky.
sunset.
All right, yeah, and look, let's go ahead and talk about comps.
People will
How are you
also
feeling?
use it to like win after plant, 4 after plant. That's what a lot of people do.
Academy, because they've been running this a lot.
There's already a BBL
sort of
game
set-piece
that's
heavy
probably a
on the
good
defensive
game
macro
to
at
watch
least
for how some teams will
overload
use
the
it.
space at the start. How do you think Dynasty are going to approach that? Because it was also a very important area of the map for them.
I tell you, if they watch the VODs good,
Yoru? Oh,
and
it's an
they
incredible
know how to
Yoru
play,
map,
they're
yeah.
gonna see the perfect way to abuse it on the main
Especially
spaces when
having
they are
someone that can
defending.
actually abuse middle.
I think when Team Liquid Academy is defending, just take a space because they're not really good
I think
at
if
anchoring and
G2
they want
don't
to
win
play
this champs, their
fast,
chance
like
of winning
retakes.
international
This is
goes
what the
down
VODs have been
drastically.
showing me,
Nah.
but it's a different story
Just,
because all of this
it's
stuff
honestly
we're
for
talking
G2, it's just a
finally
matter
comes
of
to an
time.
end where we can
If they
settle
keep
down,
up
and we're
their
heading into our
consistency,
game
their
in
form,
just
what they
a
do
moment.
every single
And with
year,
that
they'll win.
being
They'll win
said,
one eventually.
It makes it much more exciting. I'm usually not the biggest fan of watching free maps when they are just dragging along, but today I want all 6. I want them all 6. And you know what? We got
We'll see if it's
people who are
this
gonna
year or
take
not.
care of that. It's gonna be nobody else than Pavlos and Winter guiding us through this. So please, let's start map 1.
Oh, cheers, Vincent. You're being
DRX would disagree, but do we ever rate DRX as high as we rate G2 right now?
Likely the most important match Dynasty has played all season so far.
I'm not sure about that.
Liquid
I
Academy
don't think they're
have
on
got
the same
a situation
level.
on their hands, which they're too familiar of having, right? Being the dream wreckers, destroying the hopes and dreams of Dynasty, or potentially making Focus's dreams come true.
I mean, even looking at regionally Northeast, you're looking at Team Liquid Academy to be the gatekeepers of whether it was going through the Upper Swiss or into making deep runs into playoffs. And now we get to the point where they even gatekeep an Ascension for some of these teams because, again, they cannot make it. They are an Academy team. They cannot play an Ascension. So they
The
are
Academy coach
currently
is trying to
playing,
show
one,
themselves,
to
or are they
extend
actually
their
coaching?
year,
What
but
do you mean?
To gatekeep Dynasty out
Isn't-
of
are you saying are they trying to
those
get picked
extra
up
slots,
into
or extra points that they can get
tier
if
one
they're able to
teams
make
kind
it
of
out
vibe,
of this
or-
group?
Oh boy, a lot of permutations and a lot of teams having their eyeballs locked on their monitors right
Themselves
now.
for
As
tier
we
one.
get
Yeah, they wanna get
into
picked up.
the server, Team Liquid Academy and Dynasty will be playing up against each other, starting
For
things
sure.
off on Sunset. An
Okay.
interesting pick, didn't we say?
Liquid Academy on
If you go
defense.
by recency bias,
Dude,
this
this
is
is
going to be
a-
an
this is a
interesting
big
one for
game.
Dynasty.
This is a
Obviously,
big game.
TLA, the last map that
Basically,
the
whoever
matchup they
loses
played
this
on, this
year
was
is kind of
13-1.
done, and
So
at least
Dynasty
for them, it's
kicking into
Ascension
this,
Dreams
They've got to
done.
be feeling confident. It is one of their best maps to play, whether that's super recency bias in regards to the most recent matches.
I think
or
GSL will
even
get
going
picked
back
up for
into
tier
the
1. I
regional
think as soon as
matches
he's
that
18,
they
he's in the
did
team,
as
yeah.
well. So good things expected from Dynasty, but also from the start, they touched on it on the desk.
Repass and stack for waiting for a reclear, as we can see. Looking like a B here.
But they haven't actually played against any comp similar to this yet.
Keep it IGL, yeah.
Games a little bit from the start of the game. Dynasty just taking a lot of mid control, now traversing into this B-bomb site. There is only one defender, the likes of Rexstone around, but if there's anyone you want on the pistol duties, in anchoring duties,
yeah,
it's got to be him.
Rex has got a lot to do, man.
To realize
that's pretty good.
throw in a flash.
A little bit of damage, spot some numbers.
Well, make Dynasty a little bit slow on their push and let them take
I always
over.
think you should probably have fawns for pistol.
Over towards Boba. Players coming into rotate. It has forced Dynasty to use the paranoia, so there's a little bit less of utility to hold back into this post plant. And we know how much Team Liquid Academy love their retake. So this one's going to be 5v5. They have the
so
health
tanky for
advantage,
best around.
and realistically,
I keep it as
looking
on
at
flash.
Cupid to be that
That's a
initiation
great
force
shot
with
dart.
that
Oh, that's a
paranoia.
great shot.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's a monster of a shot from GSR to begin things. Paranoia, decent, but can you follow it up? Ticey using the box as cover and this crossfire from
Yeah, they had such a
Dynasty
nice crossfire in this.
Scrumptious. Nothing much can be done about it, and the fact that Famzy is
Yeah, I mean,
able
Liquid
to
Academy
go
gambled,
into
and it didn't pay off
first
on
gear
this one.
reverse into fifth
I
gear
do
from
think,
front
I don't know,
backwards
I'm a
like
massive
that in
Fawns
his
believer on
opponent's
pistols. I think
faces,
it's a
allows
must.
Dynasty to come off on top with first blood.
Yeah, and you look at the paranoia, it was great from Team Academy, but nobody checked the left corner. You can see here, Creamy Dreamy just sat being an absolute nuisance. Sure, eventually gets taken down, but he puts Famzy in such a position to capitalize off the distraction of, hi, I'm in this corner, look at me, and really takes it to the match. And he's even able to afford a Phantom coming into this one, so it's going to be a really dangerous fight.
Only
Team Liquid,
the classics
no
on this.
strangers to completely zero investment into the second rounds after they lose.
Wait, this one actually might work.
I mean, I know we only just saw the pistol here, Summer. And I guess we'll
Oh,
walk
that's
into
pretty
that
good.
subject
Spike
later,
down,
but what
Spike
we
went
need
over
to be
towards
talking about
middle.
is these second
They
rounds from Team Liquid
actually
Academy.
re-clear with
Something that they
GSR as well,
know how
picks
to
up a
do
gun.
too successfully and too consistently
Oh, that
is
was the
convert
kill, man.
these
That was the round.
Okay, it's getting a little bit dicey. Tag down to 33. Spike not in their hands, but at least they're able to collect Donatello.
I don't mind Ninja's position here. He's going all the way around, and he might actually get a timing onto
Oh,
one.
it's
but the
great
fact that
damage though for a full
Dynasty are just
eco.
holding
It's
hands
incredible
through the
damage.
effort. Sure, you get 3 picks, but the round is collected nevertheless.
Zero investment, right? Just have this in your mind. Zero
pistols.
investment
Yeah,
from
they only
Team
invested
Academy. Just
an extra
power
smoke
of
into
friendship
the-
over towards
to
mid.
the
They
buy, that's
managed
it.
to get 3 kills across into the round, like you said, and he was only realistically one of the players that didn't make any investment into weaponry into that round.
Right.
So there is a little bit of reinvestment coming through. You can see the credits being expended from tag to get that rifle on board. So it's still a dangerous bonus, but
Is
not
this a
as
defender
dangerous
sided
as it
map?
could have been if
Nah,
that
it's
round
still a
was
little
cleaner.
attack
But
sided.
now the pressure's back onto
It's
Team
like
Liquid Academy. See what they
7-5.
can do
It's
with the
it's
rifles
getting
back
closer
out.
to
A
even.
little bit of a
The more
different
it's played, I
setup.
would
You've got the
say.
Vice over towards A.
And you could already see Team Liquid Academy, the style of play they like to take on.
But I think Redgar will get a team next year. I think Redgar will get a tier 2 team next year, yeah.
And that 13-1 against Eintracht Frankfurt will be seen
Damn,
again.
that's a...
Ooh. Annihilation coming through. Cupid's life.
Dude, he sniped the hell out of
Stuck
him.
with Team Liquid Academy here. The takeover is on. Dynasty takes space control. And Famzy trading
Some
lives.
big kills, bro.
And it's again the fight's over towards both, but the Family just seems to be coming out on top, whether it's in the pistol for 3 or now in towards the bonus. Replenish the smoke as well, so now it's just a difficult situation for
Saving, yeah.
Team Liquid
Oh
Academy.
my
They're calling
goodness.
off. You're right.
Okay, well,
Oh, man.
it's a rough
And
start
look,
for them.
we did enter this round saying that, all right, Dynasty, not the best buy. They did lose 3 players in
Get
that
a
second
trial?
round, and Famzy just
Maybe.
did it all by himself.
I don't
Takes
know
a
what
couple
team
of
though.
weeks.
Like, what team are you
He throws his
thinking?
way through success there.
Yeah, and it is just off the back of those kills over towards Boba. And
Can academy teams make
the
Ascension? Nah.
replenishment of the smoke makes it even more difficult, especially when you have neither of your duelists who have self-initiation utility, whether you're looking at GSR flashing through the smoke, just being a nuisance so they can bridge that issue of that replenish smoke over towards CT, or with Donatello's dashing utility. They haven't got any of that.
Redgar? Yeah, I think Redgar is
Just
at the
have to
point where he
tuck
has
tail
to
and
prove... He
Do we
can
need to
prove he
pay
can do it with a
attention
tier
to
2 team.
Dynasty's attempt to fix the status they've created for themselves, being the worst post-plant team, success-wise? I feel like instead of holding, they just push.
They took that personally, that death judgment. So all I'm saying is maybe they're doing it for you, Dash, because they so far, obviously it's a small sample size, but they are starting to improve.
Indeed, and right-hand side being
Okay,
taken
I will
up
say
here.
the money is
Could be
out of
rapid
control, so Liquid
change of
Academy got to
approach.
win like
Donatello on
what,
the receiving end has
3
got
in a
Cupid
row?
to hold hands with.
2 in a row, depending on the buys.
Nice off
It's
angle.
just a matter of
Ooh,
timing.
bro,
Not off
it's
enough,
an aim
is
diff at the
Creamy
moment.
Dreamy getting
It
away with
really
one.
is.
Cupid doubles up to
And some
level
nice
up
shots
the
here.
scales. A site open. Dynasty can just walk in.
Barrier deployed.
DSY is here already, so there is an angle that he can try and peek, but the only issue is he's already been spotted out. So they're going to be wary of this potential peek. Oh, just look at this util that they're setting up over towards site. It's just going to be nasty going for this retake. You also have Waddle playing over towards that flank position, over towards main, making sure there's no one flanking. Even though there isn't anyone, there's a recon available, 2 shock darts.
Let's see if Team Liquid Academy can crack the code.
Poison's off.
Only taking a few steps forwards for now. Dynasty giving them nothing. Recon broken.
Yeah, the two
shot
tried to
revealed
shoot
two
the
of
recon though,
players'
so they know where 2
positions.
are. They know where all 3 are.
Waddle. Not converting on the recon onto the back of sight.
Dude, this
Lots of
grab
great
net
flash, but
is
it's just the
incredible.
one-for-one. Waddle appears from the screen. And Rexstone's alone. This is going to require him a clutch moment. But he realizes there's not
Dude,
much
also,
time
they're
for
playing it
him
very
to
nice,
deliver
though. Very,
at
very
this
nice.
moment in time. Dynasty start things off with a bang. This is going to be their 4th consecutive round.
Yeah, it's not looking ideal.
What would happen if Liquid Academy
Whether
win
you're a
Ascension?
Focus
I mean, they
fan
can't
or a
even
Team
get
Liquid
into
Academy fan
Ascension.
into this one
No.
because you're looking at the money as
So,
well.
it's not even a
Obviously, they're going to
doable-
be on the full loss bonus, which
doable
isn't ideal
narrative.
to be on that so early
Can't
on.
they sell the team? Not allowed to.
And it's just, yeah, you're looking at the retake, the initial engagement, sure, they go 2 for 2, but when they start getting into the retake itself, it's down to the trades, and Dynasty start those engagements.
Okay,
and
Outlaw
can't
goes
stop.
out. 3 people
Now
that
it's
can get
going
1
into the
shot.
save rifle. This is the only rifle that they're going to have coming into this round. And you're putting it on your Vise, which you have had a little bit of a switch up, having a 3 stack over towards B main. Trying to get a little bit cheeky.
Yeah. A completely different beat to what Team Liquid Academy delivered the other day.
Rakes, hello, mate.
Their own group.
I mean, a Paranoia has been sent down A to try and maybe push them and funnel them into this B, and it might just work.
Ooh, dude, I'm telling you,
if
there's an
that
aim
first
diff at the
shot
moment.
landed, maybe there was a chance for a double, but Waddle gets given a chance to readjust. And therefore,
They're looking a little
opportunity
nervous.
missed. And that rifle is pretty much unrecoverable, especially if Dynasty decide to over-invest on this left-hand side.
Yeah, and especially picking up another kill over towards the B site, they're going to be happy enough to redirect their attentions over towards A. But you could see what Liquid Academy wanted to do. Like, Cupid sent that Paranoia
As a
down
normal
A
life.
to be sort of a... we're
Sleeping
taking
normally? Yeah,
A,
it's a nice one.
try and contact into B. They had the play. It's just unfortunate the shots weren't there. Like you said, it's not a weapon that can be recovered.
No.
Health bar is not also ideal. You're looking at Ninja's the only one who hasn't necessarily had any sort of contact. Cupid's been dealt with on the...
Yeah, I think Bacon's going to have to get
Elevated
involved here.
I mean, look, we have witnessed Team Liquid Academy take these games on time after time, and it's often with them that the success comes when they are the ones to lead a charge in terms of pace, in terms of taking confrontations, taking fights. And the way we've seen teams be able to beat them is match them, beat them to it. Enterprise is a great example to that in the grand finals they played against them. That 3-0, it was just Enterprise saying, we can take you on that individual level. And it feels like Dynasty are doing a lot of the same here.
Yeah, I will say that...
Still no
grand
timeout.
Finals
Okay.
in Northeast
Means the
was
Bacon's happy with the call.
insane. It was...
Yeah.
Getting the op outs
'cause
the
you
big
keep
change.
talking about if
There's
this
literally
matchup, if this
just no
series
kills
even
on the
gets
board.
to Haven, that was also another map that they got dominated by.
How does Focus make
Enterprise on. It was
Ascension?
like a
They're just going to get more
13-2.
points, right?
And
Are they
it's
doing
just-
okay?
It's not going to be an easy series for Team Liquid Academy unless they can start to put some rounds on the board now.
Strong setup for Team Liquid Academy here, though. 3 players strong. I think this is the strongest situation they found themselves in on the receiving end. But Dynasty not forcing the issue here. This is going to be a back off, clone not broken, and back to square one.
Well, they've at least spotted out GSR, right? With this operator, they know it's going to be a threat. They know that is already online. Turn their sights over towards mid, which nobody's home
split
from
B,
Team
they got
Liquid Academy. They
Forms.
might have an opportunity to
Forms,
threaten
wall.
Cupid. Well, he's going to deal with the Vise utility over towards top mids. They're still just... They haven't necessarily put any of their eggs in a basket.
I mean, they got
just
so
yet.
many
They're
ults, man.
poking and
This is
prodding
such a
and
big
still
ult diff
have
for this round.
Tags, who's been
They got to make
the
a goal, though.
constant
40 seconds.
Player outside A main
Or
of
this is
the
a
last
straight up
5
hit B.
rounds.
Okay, they have to serve ult that.
with the mid pressure you've exerted, you've not only forced Cupid backwards, but you're kind of asking the rest of Team Liquid Academy to account for that lost control.
But at least 3 players are closer to the B side, so off the contact of this, they might be able to rotate in, but I don't think anyone's going to save GSR in time.
No, he's just way out of sight. Ninja cannot cross that corner soon enough, so that's a freebie of a pick. GSR is stuck.
Yeah, I mean, even if they get him out of there, he's just going to die.
No. Dynasty so far playing it superbly, reading Team Liquid Academy like a book, and now it's down to the fight. Let's see if Team Liquid Academy have got what it takes to finally
It's
get
a
around
little disorganized on the retake as well. Yeah, dude, they really need the timeout. They're not playing together, they're missing shots.
Final nail in the coffin. This is looking clean.
And even if the gunfights on the initial retake from Liquid Academy,
Like their comp? Yeah, their comp is nice. At the moment, they're just going to aim diff so many. Everyone's missing shots.
Towards top mid for that flank pressure. And you can see that they are trying to play for these retakes, but the use of the deadlock annihilation, absolutely perfect. It isolates the only player close towards this B site, even though they
missed the bacon cams, man. The bacon cams were the best part of this.
Boba, isolated, brought out onto site. None of the rotating players can help. And it's just a formality, it feels, from there for Dynasty to close out the round.
Yeah. And it's moments like this I wish we had face cams as well. Got to see what Bacon
It comes, yeah, I still need to work out,
I
like,
I
still need to watch some Chinese games to work out where they actually, their map pool is.
Gonna rewatch, if they're gonna rewatch, would want to see the Bacon reactions, but
I highly doubt that as well.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Not ideal.
Bacon cams, they were incredible, man.
Yeah.
Eco this one, right? Hear me out.
Sure.
You have a couple of ultimates already, right? You have GSR keepers, so you can make the conversation ready when you invest into this.
Does look like they weren't expecting a sunset, and I can understand that considering the score of the last game.
To get Rextone's ultimate line, see if you can feed him a couple of orbs, a couple of kills.
Okay.
Donatello's and Ninjas are going to be up into the next one, and that's something that they will have over Dynasty going into the 8th round. Ultimates, and they'll have weaponry back online. Just not in this.
That's more like it.
Oh, that's nice. If they're trying to flee out, you slow them down. Once they commit, they're fully done.
And suddenly,
okay, the ult didn't go great. And he kind of panicked a little bit because he could have just ran down there and at least picked up a gun. I mean, he could have just shifted all the guns out, to be honest.
There will be an opportunity to recover those rifles, but it's just when they pull that
trigger. The ult to actually go get the guns would have been pretty good.
He is the low HP player. So maybe off the contact or any sort of sound call they can get over towards B, they'll start to re-explore.
I imagine he misclicked as he's trying to get out of
the numbers, but they still don't have the weaponry.
Or maybe he thinks they're going to swing, I'm not sure.
Which makes Ticey's position ever so crucial.
You can't get out of the net when you're in your... Oh, wait, really? You can't get out of the net when you're in a Yoru.
But Ninja doesn't want to stick around and find out.
But that's the thing. It's relatively unconfirmed damage onto Ticey. He gets one, backs away. They can't recover these weapons, so that it's still retaking with Sheriffs.
What kind of function is that? Why not? You can go pick up guns, but you can't take out an ult. That's so weird.
Onto the spike Team Liquid Academy go. Ticey cannot afford having a bullet landing on him. But the random spray still does connect. Dreamy, that is gorgeous. But these Sheriffs can fight back. And
they gotta hit these shots. They gotta hit these shots, man. Ooh, he just defused this. Okay, let's see. Let's see. They gotta win this next one. There's no money here. They can get a good buy.
It's just the first round that they've been able to put on the board. Remember that, Pavlos, because sure, it started off great. It was a 3v5, and then a 2 HP player manages to stave off any sort of weapon recovery.
That's so dumb. I didn't know about that.
He tries to use his ultimate.
That can't be by design,
and
right?
It still
well, maybe it is.
comes down to the wire of even, what, 0.1 second more, we could have been seeing a 7-0 lead for Dynasty, and it's done zero impact.
Okay, they can't get reset. They have to win this round. You've got to see these ults coming out. That's a huge kill on this one.
And that's what matters for now. Donatello with first blood, and that's 2 rounds back to back, where he's opened things wide for his team. Dreamy with a bit of pressure for his Team Liquid Academy. They're getting most done here. Hunter's Fury putting Dreamy under so much.
Ninja said he's been practicing the ults. His ult's been looking pretty good. Okay, that's a clean round.
This is as clean as we've ever seen it so far.
All they need is a bacon timeout.
Team Liquid Academy are online, and Summer, we've got our game on our hands.
we may have a game on our hands, Pavlos, but
Yeah, we do.
we can talk about the disparity in rounds, okay?
Sure.
It's still a 6-2 lead for Dynasty, and it's only 2 in a row that TLA have been able
Rounds are just a construct, Summer.
Just catch my eye. I haven't watched enough tier 2, man. I don't really know.
Guys, it's
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
Like, I know
You
who's
can
doing
win
it. I
your
know
ranked
what
games
teams are
if you
doing
just
well,
think
but I
you
wouldn't be able
have
to say
13
like
rounds.
what players are
It doesn't
doing.
matter if you're getting 0-13. As long as you think you're winning, it's
Look,
fine.
Big crunch call over towards middle. We go for the ranked play. Close the
Okay.
door. You're in front of it. Yeah, it's
The
nice.
first blood for Team Liquid Academy.
They can make sure that they could push all the way through if
Yeah, and
They
it's
hard
the
committed.
confidence hopefully brewing
Bit of
for
out
the
of recon
players
as
as well,
well.
taking
Very
that
nice.
peek out over towards mid, TPing back to safety, and being able to play from a relatively comfortable position of that 5v4 that they haven't necessarily been afforded this match so far.
Ooh, not entirely sure about that
Round
one.
out. And Team Liquid Academy, the push and pull in mid. They realize Dynasty are no longer entertaining that area. So the cross into the B site has assumed. Oh, creamy dreamy.
Great trades on
At least
that one.
gets
Rex did
before he
really
drops,
well.
but Rexona is
Nice that at least that
the
multiple
grand
people fall
interrupt
behind their
attack,
wall.
and
These
he's a little
two
more
have
than
got to
that.
play
He's left
together.
into a 1v2, but now has a chance to isolate. Goes for the chase, but Cupid's not giving him anything.
And Donatello is going to be joining up with his teammate now.
Screen down.
And no matter what, still gets 1v1s.
And he's just spotted Donatello's elbow. Headshot connects. And I think he knows where Cupid
Oof,
is.
that's a big
and goes
1v1,
in
my
for
goodness.
another bite, but instead Cupid is the one to put his opponent to rest. And Team Liquid Academy, that's 3 in a row now.
Watching yesterday, yeah, I saw you on the, I saw you on the
maybe you're right.
desk.
Maybe we do have a game on our hands,
was
okay?
watching on the
Liquid
desk.
are starting to stabilize into this
Are
one.
you doing more stuff, Adam, for them?
A nice multi-kill coming in from Rexing that really makes it believable. And sure, obviously does come down
Back
to that
on the 8th,
1v1.
nice, dude.
Seems to be in a safe pair of hands of the IGL captain. And now this is where we're starting to
bacon
question
ult,
what
yeah,
sort
the
of
bacon ult was
response does
here.
Dynasty have to this. They close to a couple of ultimates, tags one away. You can see maybe a Viper's pit.
He does have a crazy success
Reaper
rate
on
after the
towards
timeout.
side. You also have
Gotta give
Creamy
him that.
Dreamies, which he's been so impactful with this annihilation, especially over towards those.
I wish it
these
wasn't
side
so
hits,
just for flaming
like,
reasons, but
themselves
it is
getting
pretty
the players
legit.
that are stuck over towards backside or even towards Boba.
My territory, my rules. I have
Annihilation coming in again.
There you go.
It's same ult, but
3
it,
times.
his ult feels a little weird, right? Not
Is anyone
really in a
gonna shoot it?
position to get him, but guys, surely he's got a...
Hello?
Sure, I mean, they traded it out, and they could have been more on top of that. It's funny, because they've definitely been told to just ignore the ult. They've definitely been told to, like, ignore the ult and just shoot the people behind it, but...
with Tag joining in, looking to drop into the A site.
like, they didn't really have the situation where...
Obviously, Waddle over towards mid is
Oh.
going to be licking his lips, getting that free kill on towards Rexstone. But if they get this Viper's pit onto ground,
It's a smart way to play this. They isolated the one. Yeah, this was nice from them as well to go back over towards it.
And he wants
To
to
push
kill
over
onto
towards the
Cooper,
mid guy
and
is
that's
pretty nice
another
call.
round for Dynasty. A break to the street. Team Liquid Academy was starting to put on towards the boards. And that was the answer back that we were talking about. No ults even needed, bar the one to start it off with.
The deadlock
Yeah, and I
ults
feel
at the
like
moment
that's a
are
really
just going
important one.
crazy.
Question marks as to why the Cocoon wasn't shot, but at the same time, you don't really want to be busy shooting when players could be crossing onto your monitors. That last fight, though, that was tricky.
Way
But
too
the
many
thing
ults,
is,
man.
there was 3 players
Way
on
too
towards
many
that B
ults.
site. And even a
Yeah.
player
Or ult for
safe
retake, maybe.
over towards Boba that could have shot it. But now, please, that's not safe as elbow. But Donatello is not going to win out the fight this time.
Brilliant flood smoke. Donatello couldn't do a thing apart from try and back away, but unable to do that. It's Dynasty with numbers advantage and A-side control.
I think a Dynasty, I mean, they look nice in this map.
That's exactly what's going to happen, especially with
They
Creamy
play, like,
Dreamies,
very
Sonic
well
Sensors
together.
being placed out now. It's just an added layer of defense for this post plan.
Paranoia, 2 flashes available for Team Liquid Academy. Not impossible, but the Viper's Pit is treacherous.
You do have GSR's ultimate, so you
I
could
can't do it
try
for
and
this one
find them,
as well.
especially if this Aldrin doesn't necessarily connect a tag onto tag.
I appreciate the reminder there.
Without a pick, it feels difficult for Team Liquid Academy to go for this. It feels like they want Dynasty to appear on the screens, and
They're
without
leaving.
that happening,
They're
they're going to
leaving.
drop away. That's exactly what they've done.
And they're going to go for 4. I mean, at least there's
how
no,
many
at
saves
least there's
do we
no ult
have
advantage.
from Team Liquid
probably gonna
Academy?
push
And
over towards
especially
A,
when
get
we're
away late
talking
on.
about coming into this, we were saying, oh, listening to the death side from a Dynasty aren't that necessarily good in the post plans. Oh, that's
Sure.
not great. Team Liquid Academy are a team that loves
Deadlock?
to go for
I mean, the
that
deadlock
sort
pick
of
rate is going up a little bit on this
set
map, for
play,
sure.
whether it's on the attack or whether it's going for structured retakes.
in the half.
They've been sort of bullied away from going for them. Especially, sure, it is difficult to retake against, well, not only the Viper's Pit, you're a man disadvantage, also Creamy Dreamy sat up on site, so you can understand why they need to do it, especially given the money situation. They wouldn't have had enough money to reinvest into this one. They want to keep as many rifles alive for the last round of the half. But at least in this one, they have the better ults. They have ults online that they can use to tip the tide.
Okay, recon in front. I mean, it's a free ult. It's a free Willy ult, but because they left A, they should know this is happening, so they should be going fast on this one, which they do.
A lot of pressure in mid. He split the map in two.
So much space.
I mean, they are in trouble. Rex is so down.
Does Rexstone know?
Into Rexstone gets a pick. Has time to readjust, but Fancy gets away with murder. Finally, but Dynasty need to be careful because their backlines are also being infiltrated from mid. They've got to be cautious while they cross into this B side. Cooper yet to be dealt with. And boy, is he a menace. That's a double kill for the captain. And Dynasty, with the spike down, are attempting to hold it down.
Okay, handled it pretty well in the end. From a 6-0 to a 4-8, it's not too bad. They like legit have to win pistol though. Elizabeth, thank you so much for saying that as well, dude. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the prime as well. Very kind of you, dude. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We haven't had anything back yet. There's the envy of EMEA. Do we even have one? We got a couple of teams that are pretty close up there. I don't know how much envy's been dominating, so I don't really know if there is stuff. Like EP maybe at the moment. DBO Pacific, probably one of those two you would say. More like mouse. Wait, who's in the mouse team?
And
oh, it's a Lori's team. Oh, it's a Lori Lime. Okay, yeah. Way to go. They got Kundi as the coach as well. My goodness, they got some old school people in this.
we felt a little bit weird about Dynasty's early pick on Sunset, thinking how Team Liquid Academy can be pretty damn strong in it, but safe to say, on the attacking side,
I remember Kundi at the beginning of this game, man. When I was up at like 3 AM, 4 AM doing lineups, this guy was online. He'd be the only one of my friends list that was online.
Especially this being the map pick.
This guy's a grinder.
Especially, and with recency bias, Academy want to at least get something back into this one. A pistol would be a great way to start off. But already
Liquid Academy have to win pistol.
With the paranoia at the back of it, and again, Fancy with the entry.
Nice little set play.
They got absolutely wrecked.
The Dynasty side of things. The first pickup goes to them, and the reposition is on. Team Liquid Academy thinking they could potentially jump the gun, get quicker to this B-site traversal, but instead of crossing fully, they've taken up mid.
But they're not necessarily doing anything with it just yet.
Yeah, they don't have too much map control. It's got a gamble top mid.
Still a crossfire up towards top mid.
Could get so dangerous so
quickly.
It's
a lot of damage done.
Forced off the angle. Famzy knows he doesn't have a
it's
chance.
A weird one. It's a weird one. You've got to make sure that someone's always holding somewhere.
Ooh, into the air and a distraction. Famzy drops, and so does Creamy Dreamy. Waddle with the first blood of Dynasty on this one. Team Liquid Academy are doing a lot of damage, but
yeah, this is the only problem with going into a crossfire. They just got stalled out so much. This grab net was huge. Okay, probably losing this one. Double pistol.
And for the pistol itself, if you're looking at the
got no plant as well. They can't really go for a force unless they wanted to try something. Don't know how the stingers are.
Got dinked as soon as they
Cairo, hello mate. How we doing, bro? Thank you so much for the tier 1.
Yeah, you couldn't repeat that. But the thing is, they didn't repeat it. They just sent the
utility. Seen the replay system? I mean, I heard it's coming out this month.
push and pull of
We'll
the
see what it
attention.
looks like.
Waddle picks up an easy kill
It's
onto
only
DSY,
for ranked
who's
right at
just
the
been
beginning.
sat down by his
I wonder
teammate,
how long
and then
until we
it's
get
just
pro
a
games.
cleanup from there. But there was a way for Team Liquid Academy into that one. It's just Dynasty played the exact sort of counter to that of use your utility. Don't put your lives on the line.
Toxins going up.
Yeah. And closing out this map slowly starts to feel trivial. It's early doors, I know, but...
Oh.
Ooh, that paranoia is strong. If you catch tag on the rotate, maybe there's an opportunity for a gun upgrade.
Yeah,
Fancy nearby, so you
problem is they need a smoke.
curious if you want to be going for
Wait,
this.
that's very nice from GSR though.
Overwhelm it with pure numbers, it works out.
It's a nice try, man. The ecos are pretty good. They're very together on the ecos.
Go to Team Liquid Academy, but again, Dynasty guarantee double digits.
It did get a little bit scary for a second. You've got to admit, you started like, oh, guys, what's happening?
I think,
but
dude,
no,
I know nothing about tier 2
I wouldn't even say it's a
from like
stabilization
all
in
the
the round because it wasn't.
regions,
It sort
man.
of, they just
It's
picked up the
pointless
kills that
asking
they
me.
were presented with, especially in that 2v2.
Sure.
They were low HP, easy pickings for a Vandal and a Guardian. And it's these initial picks that go over towards CT.
Overcommitment? Nah, I mean, you talk about this move here from GSR.
from
Maybe.
GSR.
They could maybe calm down in the 2v2.
That is wide squared.
Okay, I see what he did there. And do you know what? We have
Harmy's done a
pistol
video
squid
on it?
because
Wait, Harmy got
Dynasty
early
have been able to
access?
pick up
The hell?
both pistols. And we saw the streak of rounds that they were able to go on their first half. We had that 6-0 lead, which wouldn't be ideal for Team Liquid Academy because Dynasty are already on double digits.
Early flash, forcing the issue. Team Liquid Academy getting out on top on that one. No reply from Dynasty.
And
Yeah,
Famzy
I mean,
getting caught with that
let's see how
flash
clean they
because
can keep
Tag
it.
was already behind
Definitely
the
want to
Viper's
get that
wall.
waylay the plant.
But it's the tag.
Oh
and
boy, well, there goes the waylay. He's out here
notification of the
dueling.
flash onto Famzy that gives away the game and presents them with a clean double entry.
Yeah, Tyce's attempt to go in for a heroic play there is respectable. You know, you don't really have a chance in this one. You'll likely be dropping back altogether. So trying to guarantee a pick here or there, you don't mind it. But it doesn't really go his way. And he will not end up taking his Guardian to the next round. Creamy Dreamy sticking around, maybe looking to do some damage with a Stinger. GSR definitely aware of his opponent's position, location. Creamy Dreamy, look at that. Reload time. Had a chance to swing
Pretty
there
decent
first.
damage
Look,
from them in the end.
There are some trades
Yeah,
available.
they got
there
2
here
guns
from
out of them,
Dynasty.
1 armor.
It's not completely one-sided, but Team Liquid Academy have put themselves on the board on the attack.
Lexi, that's funny. I mean, honestly, you could try it.
Doing
It
a
might
lot
work.
earlier than on the defense.
I need to, Lexi, I still need to do it. I can
They
actually
haven't
get around to it
necessarily
tomorrow.
got the space or
I haven't even seen whose bad it is yet.
comfort
I'm
to let a
guessing it's
couple
my
of
bad.
rounds slip or let a bonus round through.
Definitely where I put the odds.
With the side of Dynasty, walking into this one with Creamy Dream results online super early yet again. We've
Will
had
Leaf
seen
get upset
so
about the
many of these
replays? As in he doesn't want
annihilations.
replays?
Hit that not
Yeah,
only
I mean,
hit the
I
mark,
don't
but
think
be
a
very influential
lot
in
of
the
smart
round
players
win,
probably
and
don't
Joey
want
doesn't even
replays.
need
Especially when anyone
annihilation,
top of
he
their
can just
game doesn't want
send the net
replays
and
really just
keep.
because
I feel
people
like
are going to
Creamy
steal
Dreamy's
the
one of
stuff
those
that they're
players
doing.
that can do
And it's
anything,
a lot.
right? He played 4
It
different
will become a lot easier to get better at the
best
game.
of 5 against Kui Phoenix last time. Viper Fade, KO Deadlock, and that's 3 different roles as well, right? Controller, Initiator, and Anchor.
Yeah,
if you will,
anyone that's
Sentinel.
like very smart
was
and
doing
pretty
my
high up there, or
prep
like
points
one of the
first, I
better.
started looking at Creamy Dreamy
their
for, like,
roles
sort
or
of
their
the
agents on
stereotypical
maps,
roles. Obviously,
not really
in
gonna
this sort of
want
meta, you see a lot of double duelist. But for Creamy Dreamy, I've just put question mark because I do agree with you in the
People
sense
can't
that
see
we
the
can
movement
see
they
him
pop
on
in the maps as
anything.
well. You get like
And
a small
especially with
percentage
picking
of
up
it,
a
man.
second
You
for
don't get
himself
much.
in the round. There is a trade from Donatello.
You get
and
like
that is going to
50%
be
of what's
the
going on,
A-side,
maybe.
At least under pressure.
So
because
many
there's
like
no way,
micro
there's no
decisions that you
information
just
that they
don't
can
see.
do that flood retake in, but Waddle's there already and he wants to fight forwards. Oh, and he's picked up Ninja, not
Lovely
even
pick.
looking.
How much more can you do, though? Donatello.
Jeez, this guy's aim looks mental.
It's
It's so wild sometimes. Okay, lovely little double swing from him as well. Donatello walks around. But that shaky aim going on.
You almost feel for Creamy Dreamy. Everything's been sort of pulled by the seams in a matter of seconds.
It's less effort
from
as well. Yeah,
Donatello,
exactly.
Because
Also
everyone
just
was
like,
for CT,
it also
because
just
they were
become like a
grouping up
lot
for the
easier to be
retake.
like,
Power of friendship, power in
Riens,
numbers,
how does
but
Riens play this
instead
map?
it
That's
felt
it, and
like
you can
the
just copy like
complete
majority of the
opposite. It
stuff,
was not
especially in
power
certain
numbers, it was just
situations.
an opportunity for Donatello to pick up the kills very, 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 very quickly.
These are the type of plays that boost Donatello's ego. This is one of the reasons why we see
The shot? Yeah, do that. I think the march is looking nice, man, to be honest. I did get some feedback from some other people. There's maybe like one thing that I want to change at the moment, but other than that, I think it's pretty
let's
good.
be real. And anyone in Twitch chat, if you hit something like that, would you not think you are him or you are her? Like you would think that, and yes, it would feed your ego, but hopefully it would also feed not only the individual confidence of Donatello.
It's only for ranked at the moment. The replays, yeah, for the moment.
Also, sort of fire up the team.
It's only ranked for the moment
because it is an uphill climb for Liquid Academy into this map, but you also have the next map to think about as well when we're going on to Ascent. So even if necessarily they can't convert this one or bring this one back into an equal standing,
Anti-strat becomes a lot easier. Anti-strat becomes a lot easier.
Confidence and self-belief going into the
lot
next,
easier.
which I'm sure they do.
Especially with like AI stuff getting a little bit better as well. I imagine you can just feed an API into some stuff and it would just take over some people's jobs, or at least make it a hell of a lot easier.
Northeast, I feel like, Summer.
Yeah, Enterprise as well do it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it
These are
will
the two teams that have been
change quite a lot depending on
altogether.
how it works.
Yeah, only two teams.
Yeah, only two teams across 3 splits. As if that's little. Famzy, on his attempt to drop back, gets a
sick Omen flash
into the back of the skull. Painful way to go down. Team Liquid Academy making clean work of Dynasty's pistol. Not much left in it, is there? Just a couple of players with Sheris, Waddle.
AI anti-strats, mate. I mean, you just gotta. We just have to accept it's gonna take over a lot of stuff, man.
As well, especially with Team Liquid Academy going for the chase, they're going after him. But he shows he needs to be respected, and I feel like that's a statement in and of itself.
Yeah, a lot of ults for this big Baron. It's actually becoming a little bit doable.
Ooh, I saw a cheeky little operator being bought for the Dynasty side, so that's going to be the first time they can actually bring that out on towards the defense. So hoping to see Famzy on this operator not only be similar to what we would have expected from GSR on the defense of being able to take aggressive positions on the Neon with the operator, but also having that
not full anti make the review. Yeah, you can just. I mean, it's good for pattern recognition, right? And that's like the main thing.
Straight off the rip, we have GSR using the dimensional drift straight in through to market.
Okay, I kind of like this from Liquid Academy. They are not messing about with their ults. And there's a reaction to push through the smoke of middle, and there's a recon behind them as they push. Dude, Liquid Academy only had to use one ult as well. That's kind of incredible. They might do another timeout here.
You couldn't beat them.
This is what it kind of comes down to, Jack, to be honest.
Has been
depends how open it was
for Dynasty to deal with. They have not dealt with it very well in the sense of, sure, they try and peek out of it. They don't necessarily want to leave it alone because you know it opens up a route into Boba and to catch your market players or your B anchors off guard, that they want to fight through it. But it's something that Team Liquid Academy have been ready for every step of the way. Multiple times that they've tried this, the peek through the smoke or just waiting for the smoke to fade and then peeking. It is going to be watched, and maybe that's something that Dynasty need to address, because Team Liquid Academy have been so good on that mid pressure, whether it's
matchup don't see most of champs. Maybe like some map specific matchups. I really want to see Liquid against DRX on Abyss. I think that's the two best Abyss teams going head to head. That'd be cool.
But now they need to figure out how to shut down the sort of similar
what
play
other maps
that
are
Team
there?
Liquid
I
Academy
want to see some teams against
trying
NRG
to
and
go
Lotus could be pretty fun.
Okay.
Giant Sentinels? I think Giant Sentinels should be a banger. I hope Giants hope Giants come into the game. I hope their mental's right for that event.
So instead of
like if they go into that game thinking like how they did against BBL, like where they're not expected to win, they can kind of just play really freely and make plays, then it should be such a good game.
Might not necessarily get the engagement.
And I think they should, right? I don't think they'll be expecting to like win or do crazy good in the event. Not saying that they can't, just purely because of the players that they have and what they've done before.
And to be fair, that's what Team Liquid Academy are
Wolves
focusing
mentality,
on
yeah, basically that. Dude, they're so good when they play like that.
That's something that's gonna buy at least a bit of time, or should they start going for trying to break this out? You might see an
EP at mid in case they try and do some trap play. with the
all up to
Gravnet.
be an
The
aggressive
fact they
anchor.
didn't do a Gravnet behind there
You
kind of
heard
gives
three
you enough
players shooting,
information,
one
right?
footsteps
I feel
over
like
and stairs and 2 players shooting your
pretty
wall.
telling.
But Team Liquid Academy knowingly gave that information away because they're going for a bit of an obfuscation, aren't they?
And with the reposition of Famzy over towards holding this mid cross, it's not necessarily that
Well, the
deep control
Feko
of being
potatoes
made.
make the
Gonna likely
yeah, that
be
will actually
another
make the lineup
retake
so much easier.
unless
I
Tag
spent
can do
so
something
long finding
massive
that
on the
Viper
way in,
lineup
but
on
he's even starting to
Corrode.
rotate out over to Spoba.
Damn smoke.
It might be the right call. The spike has drifted back over towards A.
This could get intricate very, very quickly.
That would take me
Creamy
1
Dreamy
minute.
have enough time to throw out the
Dude, the
annihilation.
Omen
That's the
flash double
question.
dash
The
stuff at
answer
the
is
moment
no.
is looking
And
real
Profound
nice.
that as well.
My
Donatello
goodness.
going insane
Lovely
here.
dodging
Hunts
from
the
him
Shuriken
as well.
model
I
is
Waddle
not finding the
there.
marks that he wants. And with 30
Like it,
seconds to spare as well, Spike will
there's
be
a couple of
coming into
yours.
the floor
Sorry,
with
there's a couple of
Dynasty
Sovas that still do this
holding
as well.
their
But
heads.
like
This is not fun.
Sova
A
ult
triple for
thing,
Donatello,
this
a complete
distance,
takeover
yeah,
over
that's so
this
easy
A
to dodge,
side.
man. You could dodge that with a
Dynasty
rifle out.
losing their
You
lead.
really
Only
gotta,
one round
you
of
really gotta
difference
do
here
way
now,
more
Summer.
length on it
I will say,
from distance.
even though Team Liquid Academy didn't necessarily have the
It's a
best
pretty bad ult from him.
showing on defense, okay?
Sure.
The
Also a
fact
little
that
bit
they were
desperate
able to
considering the
save
score.
when they were saving, because obviously Dynasty are saving now, but that's saving 2 guns, right? Sure, there's an operator in the mix, so you can maybe call it like 2.5, okay? When Team Liquid Academy saved, they were saving with 3 or 4, so it was
Does look
always
like,
not necessarily the.
I mean, they should time
half-height
out,
eco that
and they probably
Dynasty
need
were
to
having
try
to
and
play
make
up
sure
against. It
that
was
they get
majority
the
of the
Omen
time
flash
full
out of them
rifles
more,
on Team Liquid
or just don't
Academy,
play
but
sight,
now
because if they're
Dynasty are
using the
gonna be in
Omen
a
flash to get into
situation
sight, then they
where
won't have too much
they're gonna
after.
have to make a decision on what kind of investment
comp
they
should be
bring
okay
up
to
around
retake.
this Vandal and Operator.
Still no timeout? Pretty sure they have one.
Indeed. Bit of a lifeline, if you will. This is starting to look very scary. A red carpet being laid out in front of Dynasty's very eyes.
Are heretics cooked for champs? Nah, they'll be
Yeah,
fine,
it's
man.
not a
Well,
great
they
red
might
carpet.
be.
It's not the red carpet that you want to be
They
walking on
might
if
be.
you're Dynasty.
We'll see, man. Like, I'm not like super down on them at the
And
moment.
the decision
Ooh, it's
on the
a great
investment
start.
is not to,
I'm not
but it doesn't seem
not
to matter.
super down on them,
Saved rifle in
but
Waddle's hands. Gets a nice,
is there a world where they
lovely
could just
entry.
be horrendous? Yeah.
It's going to be tough, though. Paranoia is going to save some
It's a
time.
big
Donatello
TP from Q,
looking
but
to rush from main, but
that was
the dice
nice.
being
Make sure
called
he can
there.
capitalize off of the ult.
Cupid has permitted access into this B side. GSR's position is sneaky, but he wasn't
This next duel is everything. Does it hit Cupid? Does Rex swing with it? Yeah, that's what they've been trained to do.
Because Rexstone wants to go in for the fight. Donatello does the same thing. Waddle with a triple. Oh dear me! Finally, Cupid goes down to the cocoon. But Rexstone, he's been put onto the hottest of
Okay,
seats.
this next round is the big one, though.
Over. Operator lined up in the right position, and
Keep 2 guns
Dynasty
into
are
that.
able to break the
D-Hey,
silence.
thanks so much for the 15
Creamy
months,
Dreamy
man. Thank you,
took
thank
the
you.
exact
Keeper?
right
Yeah,
person
he's
with
always
that
fun.
annihilation, by the way, because
Darkling
this
Carpet as well.
fight,
Thanks so
they
much for the
had to
prime.
fight
Appreciate the
forward. You
19
can see the
months.
attempt being made, and it
Will Viper be
did
played on
become a
Abyss?
close endeavour
Probably not too
when
much,
you're
but
talking
teams will do
about
it.
the market fight here that
I think
you're gonna
people
see in
started to
replay.
realize
You
the
have
Astra
Rexstone
was a
pushing, you
little
also
bit
have
stronger
Donatello
just
pushing,
because of
but
the
inevitably, Waddle
how
just
big the map
stands
was and
strong
how
and stands
BS.
firm, collects the spike off the back of Dreamy's ultimate.
But people had some nice Viper stuff,
Now we're
especially when the
back up
smoke's down
onto
towards
11
middle.
for
It was pretty
Dynasty.
good.
Sure, they were still in the lead this whole time. There's something to stave the drought off, and Famzy seems to stave the drought. That has been his kill because he's been
This is
out
such a
of
big
action
round, and
so
I don't like
many
how
of
they're
these
playing it.
rounds.
Yeah, it's good to see Famzy perform here. It's good to see him gain some traction.
Stuxy with the tier 1. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for that.
He's looking to back up.
Yeah, they lost
round
their
after round.
they lost
Pick
their
up where
main
he
combo
left
in
off from
terms
Team
of the
Liquid Academy,
flash.
though.
So I mean, they can still flash TP over Yoru.
Yeah, especially with
Where's the
Tiger's Vipers
TP
put
go?
over towards B,
Spawn?
they don't necessarily have any space to go anywhere else.
Famzy over
What?
pushing
Oh, they
through.
double
He
TP into the
drops
smoke?
into
It's a pretty good
shorty mode,
backup from them.
Which Cupid cannot react to. And now 2 players
It's a nice backup plan.
of difference on the side of Dynasty here. Team Liquid Academy on the back foot, and they don't really have site access. Poison Cloud drops.
Dude,
and
this
Famzy
guy is
seizes the
farming
chance
them
and
with
just
the op.
weave into the
Absolutely
fight
farming
yet
them.
again. Quad
Yeah, I
piece
think
for
they
Famzy.
probably
A flawless round.
needed
And
to do
Dynasty
something a
with one
little bit more
round
set
left
with
to
the
put this map in their
Sova, or
pockets.
that was their main thing. If they
This is
wanted
what
to
I was
hit over
talking
towards
about
A
with
fast,
Famzy.
give themselves
On
no
the
options
attack,
around the map,
he
they
was
might as well
first
just
in,
Sova
getting
base it around it.
multi-kills over towards Boba, especially on those speed hits, was always in the fight. And in the last 6 or 7 rounds, especially when Team Liquid Academy were
Yeah.
getting sort of
See
that
how low
streak
this
of
number
rounds,
gets.
Famzy wasn't necessarily
Looks
on
like
the
they're going
site
to do the
itself.
same
He was
thing, but this
never
time I
in the
imagine there's a
position
Sova
or
all into it.
in the area that Team Liquid Academy were pressuring. We see him now in the last 2 And then it's 2 rounds for Dynasty on the boards.
Then yeah, I mean, he's getting into a position to do that.
These Dynasty players have had a taste of Ascension, a taste of VCL.
Omen ult, you serve it off of the Omen ult info.
All they need to get to that potential again. Hunter Surya enabled, doesn't really find too much. Famzy just dancing around, but instead of dropping back, looks to stick around. Does get punished though, and for that 1v1, Team Liquid Academy have stabilized the endeavor. Cut noise, but still want to go in for another fight. That's a great outro. Reveals a position of 2.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say they
Dynasty
kind of
will be
gotta go
sticking
for this
around to
one.
this close proximity. 2
Big,
players
man,
left
it's
on
big.
site. Cooper avoiding the
They're on top
paranoia.
of Fackers
Waddle
there.
swings and
I think
gets the
that's
fight
it.
either way. Tag comes
So
alive
next map is
with a
Ascent.
shorty in a smoke, and everything is falling in line for Dynasty here. The number 1 seed from Spain looks to take down the number 2 seed from Northeast in map number 1. And 2 players are the difference to that for now. DSY Ninja holding on. Individual brilliance is the name of the game of this team, and it has been since the start of the year. But this looks a little bit too far-fetched, especially with Ninja down to just 10 head.
And they don't even have the spike, and they just can cycle smokes over towards the salvo position. You have the Viper's Orb, you have Tyce's smokes as well.
You're just hoping your opponents make a mistake at this point.
15 seconds.
Presses the issue.
12 seconds.
Angle.
Slowly down in the HP.
GSI is number 1, you know when Ninja's
Yeah,
coming
not too
for,
bad.
and
Not
1
too bad.
bite
Those.
is what is
I do
needed.
think
Icy
the
curses
round
and
before this
things
was like
out
the
with a
big
double kill,
deciding
and
round,
they
like
have it.
that.
Dynasty locked
The
down
little,
Sunset for their own. That
the
was
little
an impressive
Sova ult
show
on
from
top of
the
that.
Italian
Set Strack.
I mean, it got a little bit
better.
shaky. I don't think you can deny that
Sure,
when they
yeah.
first transitioned into that defense, but it was the stabilization over towards the end. Getting that operator out onto Famzy has been
Which
so
side of the game now would
impactful.
just
We
stick
can see
here.
it in the last
I don't
few
wanna confuse
rounds,
people.
but also Creamy Dreamy, you have to give him props when props are due with his ultimates, the multi-kills on towards the just aggressive positions he was able to take on the defense. So I'm really impressed from Dynasty into this one.
Yeah, it was a game of momentum and definitely a lot of thoughts on this one. But
How to get
let's let
access to
the analysts
Fnatic
do all the
Leo's
breaking
VODs?
down.
Not a
Let's see
thing,
their
man.
thoughts as Zesht and Hazard on the mic.
You gotta wait.
Well, that looked like we might just get ourselves into overtime. That looked might be an absolute.
Okay, chat. I'll be back in a little bit, right? We've got Ascent coming up.
From Team Liquid Academy, but at the end of the day, it was not enough to bring that one home for the guys from Team Liquid Academy. It was Dynasty taking it 1-0 on the, honestly, the map they have picked, Hazard, the map they have decided, and it was a phenomenal start that they have picked up right here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just those first 5 rounds in a row, 6 even, set them apart from Liquid Academy to kick things off. It was a slow start for them, which is never what you want to see, but every now and then you have a moment like what you saw there on the replays from Donatello that can alter the face of the game, and I think for Liquid, it felt like a bit of a slow burner. And when we talked about this map veto as well, more towards the back end, continuing to favor Dynasty, I have to say that this is going to be a loss that feels like a gut punch early on.
I mean, yeah, to remind everyone again, Team Liquid Academy recently took this one 13-1 off Frankfurt. It's that's an absolutely different story, and it was pretty surprising to me that it looked absolute opposite of what we just saw. I mean, again, though, on the side of Dynasty, when we talk about the players and the ones we definitely want to highlight, I think one man stands out who definitely had his counterpart under control, and that is Famzy, who definitely had one hell of a series. They're coming out with 20 frags, and most certainly led the charge for this team to take the win.
Yeah, it was pretty important for him to get some early traction. Like I said, I mean, he started really strong. There was a little bit of a dip in the middle, but towards the end of the game, you saw the amount of value that the operator was giving to Dynasty to play a little bit more aggressive and not be so passive in their site holds. I think Liquid got the best out of the late ult cycle in terms of the investments that they needed to make. It was little to nothing a lot of the time. 1 kill and they were in post, maybe even, you know, a 5-on-5. So when Famzy started cracking the whip and laying down the law with the operator, it made life a lot more difficult for them, at least in terms of clearing him out. I think Donatello gave his life a couple of times to just create the space with the light speed, and that's kind of how the double duelist works for Liquid quite a lot of the time. Donatello's creating that space, but then if that's at the sacrifice of his own life, you don't get him later in the round to have the big moments that we know he's capable of delivering. So it's a bit of a balancing act, but yeah, Famzy doing a brilliant job there.
I fully agree, and I mean, especially when we take a look at that first half, the first 6 rounds, it really looked like it was that it was absolutely looking like they were having the control in terms of understanding so well on the side of Dynasty on how to approach Team Liquid's CT side, on how to approach them on defense. But this was just one map. This was obviously the Dynasty choice. So we're heading over to an Ascent in just a moment. You should stay exactly where we are because it is about to be decided who's moving out of the groups as a winner. So stay where you are. And
Where you been? I'm back, let's bump that. Got a phantom in my hand, I'll crush that. Get an agent on flank, got a loop back. Shall we simmer on down with a 5-step? Where we been? I don't know, going downtown. Got the city lights ticking like a ghost town. Got the body frags hiding all spooked out. Cause we got radiant nature, better bow down. Now, whoa, you from Omega with the oh no. I'm with the alpha and you know, don't make that ticket spike sound. Put that away, you'll hurt yourself. Be an anchor, let it all come your way. We got plenty for you, boy. Just say we got sheriffs, so sorry-eyed boys. Got the banner highs, blown to the banner world. Who's there? Know this. When my back's against the wall, all the mirrors will dissolve. Bring the heat, bring it on. Watch me ignite. I'ma take you all down like dominoes. I'ma take you out with another spike drop. Overheated, but I love to lock and load. I hear the echo, I hear the echo. Bang bang on a bad team with the versatile. Ba-ta-ta-ta-ta all day. And off with the chit chat, steady with the one tab. I'ma set it off, just wait. Oh, eres la omega con la oh no. Sabe que la alfa soy yo. Go, vete, vuelve cuando no estoy así. Desapareció. Oh, como piensa que no traigo la peña, la de sheriff de lo. Llama chatarrero que se va a hacer rico. De lo que dejaré ti por el suelo. When my back's against the wall, all the mirrors will dissolve. Bring the heat, bring it on. Watch me ignite it. We're from different worlds. Mirror, mirror eyes. Can you feel the burn? Watch me ignite.
And so we're heading over there onto Ascent, where it could be all decided for Dynasty. A map that could once more prove that they belong in the circuit of the 8 best teams of all the regions of Europe, or if they're not, made for it. It has us once more on my side to take a look at what we're going into now, as this is the decision of Team Liquid Academy, and this map is something they've really grown into after they were not so interested most of the year.
Yeah, and it's a map which we've seen them
this other team
build
done on this
on
map?
ideas of how they want to approach it as well, because
Kylene,
while
thank you
said
so
that
much,
we
dude.
hadn't seen them
Appreciate
play it
you
too
doing that.
much,
Thank you for the
originally,
27 months as
you're
well. It's a
looking
long
at it
time.
now, with
Thank you for
it
the prime.
being a
Thank you,
very
thank you.
off-piste meta read, I suppose, still running the Waylay, a true believer in this type of composition. You don't see that too much in VCT, with a few exceptions being like RRQ, for example. I don't think there are many others.
Yeah, these guys have a
that,
good Ascent
are
as
really
well, though.
such firm believers in it. Even the Liquid main main roster had a bit of a trial with it on like their Lotus and maybe Icebox comps, I think, when it first came out. But you know, since then you've not seen all too much. And yeah, I think
they got a 13-6 against the Koi Academy, and they lost.
I mean, the double duelist,
they had
especially
1-1
when
pistols.
you take a look at the defense side,
Yeah, that's pretty
to have
solid.
the deeper angles, to have the opportunity to have
this
those
should be
very
close.
early fights in a committed utility way, which can give you a great man advantage. But if you find nothing, well, suddenly you made a lot of noise for 0. But it brings us also to the point of the same could be said about Dynasty,
Viper,
because
Omen,
this map
Breach,
itself
KO
was
Phoenix,
from all the months
Ascent.
before July not
Viper,
really
Omen,
interesting
Breach,
to
KO
them.
Phoenix.
Made
I mean,
the
you can
roster
get lucked
change,
on
and
a
ever
lot.
since they played it in the playoffs, in the semifinals, it won it against the
You're gonna have a
against
great
KO
attack,
Phoenix.
but you're gonna have
But they're
well.
more conservative on that end.
You're kind of not gonna have
Yeah,
a great
they've only
attack
played it
either.
4 times, but the last 3 were all in split
I wouldn't
through,
recommend
so,
it personally,
as you
but
say,
I think
it's
a lot of
very
stuff
new
works at that kind
development
of
for
level,
them.
so you might be
And when I
alright.
think back to the old versions of this team, Desire
Maxi,
versus
the diver,
Dynasty,
thanks so much for the prime. Thank you for the 4
Desire
months.
used to love playing Sunset, right? And that's why you saw it at the beginning of the veto. That's
You have a lot of
traditionally much
agents
more
to do
their
the
type of
same
map,
thing.
Whereas this one, I think, has been influenced by that shift in dynamic towards the players.
Yeah,
that
I would
they've
kind
now
of say
got.
that's one of
Typhy,
the
Creamy,
worst
as
comps
well
you could
have
probably have
always
on that map.
been big fans of
To
this.
be
It was
honest
part of
with
the
you,
sweet and
mate.
sour map pool.
But
It was
everything
often
works in ranked,
vetoed
so if it
by
works for you
Apex
guys,
when we saw
then
those big head-to-heads happening. And yeah, it's a huge opportunity for them to now kick on.
It's going to be very,
I mean,
very
that was a
interesting to see,
shocker as
because
well,
this is one of
Maddox.
those maps where it depends so much from the get-go on the control that you're getting with it. And Team Liquid Academy, they played a close game against Frankfurt. It was not as dominant as the number
But again,
one they had.
anything
It
works in
also went the
ranks,
other
to be
way. Could
honest,
have been
so.
Frankfurt picking up the W there. That didn't happen in the end. And Team Liquid Academy especially were struggling once more.
Was the loud comp
on
against
that
Sentinels?
attacking
I mean, yeah, but we
side,
were flaming the hell
which
out
is
of that.
interesting to
The
see,
fact
to
that
be
that
honest,
got
'cause
the
this
fact that
way-
that
this
comp
time
got
around
2
it's a
wins was
bit
kind of
different,
crazy.
but it's very interesting
We
to
were
see
asking
from
for a
the
double
start, from the
Odin
beginning of this
for a
map,
long time. It
how
took
are we coming out of this in
an EG
terms
pulled
of,
it out.
okay, we can directly hit the ground
You guys shouldn't be able
running
to
or not,
get any
because Team
rounds
Liquid
on
Academy
attack though, really.
struggle, and they are not really starting that
But
great.
again, people get away with a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was a slow start in the first map, but you always expect them to bounce back. And as I've said,
The Premier,
many
yeah,
times
I mean, you'll
already,
get away with that
the
stuff.
extra value that a coach like Bacon brings you can't really be understated enough or overstated.
People
enough,
aren't good
sorry.
enough to on the
And
fly
he'll
feel
know what to
like
do to reset
an
this
Odin
young
will
group,
own you.
because if they lose now, then that's their year over, right? There's no more Valorant to be played for them until you know, potential off-season events. You don't really want to cling on to hope for that too much. I know we've got Project Blender coming in, but yeah, absolutely, it's full focus on Ascent right now. It's their map pick. They have made improvements to it. Sure, they
So
ended
the
up
standard
losing it
meta is
against
best.
Enterprise in the grand
The
final,
Premier,
which is
like
one of
Premier
those
stuff, I
maps, but
wouldn't
for
say
that
the
same
standard's
reason,
the best
they'll have
either.
had
I
to
would
go
just
back
swap
over it. That Frankfurt
honestly,
game,
probably
I think,
just
was a
swap a
promising
KO
result
out
to
for
take, albeit,
whatever's
like you
comfy for your
mentioned,
team.
it was
Yoru, Phoenix.
probably cut a bit
Really
fine
fine.
for their liking, especially considering how one-dimensional Frankfurt felt at times. But they can take safety in the knowledge that they performed well there, I think, and already have some.
I think for like Premier, mate, just
Yeah, that's
do
the
normal
difference once
comp, change the
more,
KO
right?
for a
A
Phoenix
winning
should be
hero
good.
on Ascent for Dynasty is a totally different story to Team Liquid Academy. When I'm taking a look at this map, though, I'm
But
not serious.
I'm telling you,
curious to see if
that
there
kind of
is any
stuff, like the
compositional
comps don't
change.
matter too
From
much.
Team Liquid Academy, I don't see it coming.
Okay.
Dynasty, on the other hand,
Ooh, this is a
made
smart move from them.
minor
First time
change
bringing
that
out a
still can be very impactful against
a
this
Cypher as well,
Yeah,
so you
have
don't
to be
necessarily
thinking
know
about
where the trips are going to be.
GSR's here, as well
Ninja's
as
gonna get
Donatello
tested.
Twele, of course, right? It's the duelists that we really want to be focusing on.
I'll say there's a
because
lot
there was
of
bit
a
a
lot of
battle
TP to
between
go
the
over
Vice
it, but the way they
utility,
might struggle a
the
little bit.
wall specifically, and GSR's fake
And I
out
guess
in
the
previous matchup
Yoru
against
TPs are like
Frankfurt.
relatively
Tags was gonna
predictable
have
unless
those
they're
traps
taking
in
right
as well,
side
of
of B main,
course,
right side of
making
aiming.
it harder for Donatello to gap close with this dash as well. So definitely things to be thinking about. But with Liquid Academy, I'm particularly more focused, I suppose, on that second half when they move to defense.
Yeah, I can look at it.
How long is
Honestly,
the
like I said, I'm
extreme
setting
control
aside
going to
tomorrow
look? 'Cause
aside
that's
to
one of
do
the
most of that
reasons why
stuff,
you
so
bring
I
the
should
Yoru
get
in.
around
It's
to it
that
then.
extra presence and potentially getting an op out as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it's with both of those
At some stage
duelist
tomorrow.
agents where you can take like that. I would say like the second life approach, where you can take a risk that is very unusual to a certain extent, but you can gain information, even the first kill, and you're out of the situation.
Far Guide, of course, bro. Keep it up, man.
In the end, and the Cypher adaptation on tag, I think it's great. I think it is that little nuance that could make the
True.
difference when talking about that attacking side.
There's one more thing to note though, because it isn't the Killjoy. We spoke so highly of the retakes that Dynasty have. You're not going to be with the lockdown in those situations, so that's not a win condition that you can potentially lean upon as much anymore. Whether that kind of makes it a little bit
Yeah,
more
no,
simplistic
it
or
would
not,
go
I'm
down
not
like
sure,
well,
but,
actually, I got
but
it
yeah,
done.
it's definitely something to think about, and it's
I'll
much
look into
more
it
by the
tomorrow.
book.
Most certainly one of those round-winning ults that you're capable of using, then swapping around the momentum for the opponent. It's an option. It's a very valid option to think, but at the same time, the dashing, forwarding approach that the guys from Team Liquid Academy have. I mean, as a viewer, if there's one thing I would look out for, now Team Liquid Academy as an attacker, it would be swift, fast goes that are full of explosive behavior. But you know what? Let's see if this has become an explosive map or not. Pavlos, Winter, take us through this.
That we will, Vincent. And look, it is going to be an interesting one. We know that Team Liquid Academy don't go down without a fight.
Can't advance
Always
to any
love,
point taking a playoff
to
spot.
bring
I
some
mean,
chaos into the mix. And I'm not gonna make Dynasty's
it's just
journey
more,
to Ascension
it's more
that easy, are
opportunities
they?
for them to improve.
No, like we're talking about, they are the gatekeepers
For them to
of Northeast. Now they've just decided
themselves
to
in the
take
shop window kind of
internationally,
vibes.
Right? They're just trying to do an EMEA
More
as
reps,
well.
more officials.
But for
Don't get many
Dynasty,
officials in this
I
game,
do
especially at
love
tier
what
1,
they were
so
talking
getting them
about
now
with
is like
especially
good.
a tag going over onto their Cypher. This composition change, like I said, it doesn't change up anything fundamentally over this.
They go for the
composition, how you
classic,
play
man.
those
Everyone's
rounds.
doing
Like,
this. It
Kaz
has
said,
a
you
crazy
lose the
high win
Killjoy
rate.
with those lockdowns.
The-
I think tag going
Normally
into
it's
one of his
4 with
most
someone like
played
delaying
agents
here.
is going to give him a little bit more comfort coming
But
into this one, especially playing against Donatello
5
and
pass
Jisoo,
and
this
duel
double
over towards middle.
duelist.
They got
And look at the
sheriffs.
setup we have to mid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
camera's gonna
Teams have got
spot
something planned
1,
up here.
2, 3.
Dynasty
Camera
on the one
spots
end,
3,
want
so they go
these
fast
cracks
push
in
behind
mid,
middle.
Team Liquid Academy
I mean, camera spots everyone. They go very fast with it.
Sides. In they go. Sure,
Oh, and they haven't pushed out. Oh boy.
Look how quick this flank
Yeah, this
is.
flank is, if they don't start
Flank is.
considering
Oh
this.
my god, and there's just so many players around as well. I don't
Oh,
think Team Liquid
no.
Academy have got a clue, and they're so slow with taking this push
Oh,
on and fighting.
honestly,
realize there's something up
that's
here.
a bit of a
So
win,
many sheriff
really.
shots have been,
It could have been so
used
much
there, but
worse.
Team Liquid Academy promptly go into the site.
That's actually not too bad
What a
for Team
shot.
Liquid Academy. They only lose one, and they have an
Sure.
almost immediate trade for Donatello if they answer back.
No,
just
they
need to
hid
get this
instead of
spike
trying to
down.
shoot it.
There's so many players here already for this flood in.
Looking to push into the smoke as well. Team Liquid Academy looking to play aggressive with this one. Dynasty, on the other hand, lacking the utility. They've got one flash available, but Famzy able to find a pick dry. A shot through the wall. Rexstone with only 4 bullets remaining on the chamber. Uses 2, backs off for the reload. Spike not down yet, and that's important. Once you try and get the spike into the ground, you're limited to 1 player holding a weapon. And that's when Dynasty can choose a pounce. A bit of a bait early on. Rexstone trying to force
Yeah, I
Dynasty
mean this was a nice
into
pistol.
position,
Again, it
but
has such a high
even
win,
if Dynasty just play the
such a
trade
nice,
again
a
here,
high
it
win
should be
percentage,
easy.
just because
That's
it's just
indeed what
like
is going to happen, and
if
First
they
Blood
hit, you're
goes
going
to
fast
the
behind
Spanish seed number
either
1.
sides. It's
I
very,
love
very
the
strong. If they
immediate
dual
walk
middle,
down mid.
you're owning them over towards middle.
And you can,
Could you
even
have sheriffs?
though they only get 1 initial kill on towards main, because
3-0
of how
at the moment.
close
Pistols.
everybody is from the side of Dynasty,
Liquid-
they have no
Liquid
comfort
Academy gotta win a
with- even
pistols.
with
This is
4
done, man.
players on site and an equal
It's such
play
a-
count, they've been unable to get
such
that
a brutal
spike down
one when you
because
can't win a
the constant
pistol.
pressure of the Dynasty players right up over towards lane, or
How many
making
shots
them
are
feel
they
like
would
need to
spam in
fight
for a
through
long
stairs
time?
because that was always under contention.
Sure.
And another pistol, 3 for 3 so far in this series for Dynasty.
Look at GSR. Looking to play it quick, but Creamy Dreamy
Holy, what a
anticipating
flash
it.
that
Which
is.
is gorgeous! And Creamy Dreamy really sweeping Team Liquid Academy off their feet. Not in the good way, though. Knocked them down into the ground, basically.
Buying Hush is
Rexstone
going to be
Ninja.
more popular with the sheriffs.
40
Yeah.
points of health between them.
It's only Talon at the
And
moment.
one
They've kind of
bullet,
tried to
2 kills
anti
for
the
Famzy
sheriff
to
buys.
close things out.
They've done it on a
Like,
couple of
That
maps.
flash was absolutely gorgeous.
They buy like
I
3
hope to see
classic
it on the
armors, just go
replay
fast over
because
towards
sure,
wherever the
it's
short
against
draws are,
pistols,
or like the
barely
close
an
draws.
investment, but still is such a nice
Hey.
team player, okay?
I mean, look, the last second rounds we've seen, Team Liquid Academy have been getting away with 3 kills, right?
True,
So
true.
it's a bit of a change of pace, isn't it?
What's the bonus? And the bonus is
So
okay.
they're going to be happy with that, right? It had a
Sure, yeah.
nice little confidence booster, a little bit of a clip for Creamy Dreamy over towards main. Oh, this is a lot of
Okay,
aggression
Vision
over
Strikers.
towards Rexstone, but he's managed to get out for
At the
free.
Liquid Academy
But that does
react.
mean
They
that
should
Team
know
Liquid
there's
Academy
trips
need to
there.
speed up onto A because they've lost so much space over towards mid and B main.
Yeah, you know you've got a tough chance here. When you're facing up against rifles and you've only got the full stop weapons from before. At least there are no casualties for Dynasty so far, but the side takeover is free and Donatello takes a swing. That's some strong information as well for the Owl Drone. Dynasty considering if they want to be approaching for 2 different directions, but one of the flanks
You wanted to double? I like the double cage idea.
Catwalk, as where they're looking to pressure inwards.
No use,
But then again, Waddle traversing back into heaven. Wants to get some spray shots across, but even though the 3 players around here, none of these bullets are connecting, and Team Liquid Academy just playing the patience game.
Yeah, it ended up actually being a lot cleaner than I thought it was, considering how many there were. Yeah, they tried to like double cage on the sides and just flood in, right? Connect these and try and flood through heaven. It was a bit weird for them to do this with the spacing that they had.
No.
Maybe I missed an Omen flash or something.
I mean, it's only the bonus, right? Not necessarily counting Dynasty out coming into this full rifle round, but it's coming into those retakes. Team Liquid Academy, if they can keep that sort of setup of having
we said it's pretty good.
Side and main with Redstone just
Quality
being the
check? Nah,
nuisance on the
something.
extremities that we saw. Similar to this sort of round setup, it's that 1-4. It can be incredibly difficult and annoying to deal with that player, especially if they lose players early over towards the site hold itself. That's Taxi down already.
If it's 4, they get the waylay dash out of there. He tanks his own Omen flash because he's trying to avoid the knife though.
His first bloods.
Big jaw.
Likely to go in for another here. Tag.
Big jaw.
Ooh. Instead of giving himself over, is the one to do the damage.
Decide the round a little bit here. They go searching for the guy in middle. It's Rexstone.
They're so smart to look behind him, and the timing's right. Rexstone is going to get forced. Oh, still gets away with one. Better than nothing. But now they can just focus onto the site itself. No flanks remaining for the Liquid Academy.
This is the thing. There's no utility either for the side of Dynasty. The Recon has just come back up, so now you're looking at Fancy to be that initiation, to be the spearhead coming in. And that's
Cupid's in trouble. They handled this retake well.
Cupid down. Ninja spotted over towards main.
Famzy double kill, and GSI in trouble.
They handled that retake very, very well. Yeah, it kind of came down to 2 duels in my mind. The duel over towards site and the duel over towards middle. If he got 2, they win. If he wins this one, they win. Mamfa, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the 16 months. Yeah, he probably shouldn't give him up to the 1v1 there.
Over towards heaven, then repositions to join up with a teammate towards short, clears out Rexstone being
like that should just be he's ready to swing off of someone overcommitting so that he can get the trade.
So low for the side of Team Liquid when it comes to those A plays itself. Deals with him, and then sure, last player main. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm gonna hit. The shot goes for the main kill as well, and realistically off the back end, sure, some util coming in from Waddle, a nice dash out from Famzy, but
it's a shame,
yeah,
right?
props to Tag in that round.
Yeah. And even though we did kind of flame Dynasty for being worst in tournament in regards to post-plant success.
Famzy can get the op on next round as well. That's going to make it a lot harder.
Broadcast talent, you know? They are the best at retaking in the tournament, though. And they just illustrated that.
Yeah, they got some nice retakes by the looks of it. They're pretty methodical.
Academy cross closer and closer to A. Donatello jumping above all obstacles. The A site seems to be theirs again. Yet another 5v5.
Okay, this is the same exact
Simson, thank you so much for the prime, bro. I appreciate the 9 months. Thank you. Yeah, they do a similar thing again. They go clear over towards middle.
Towards mid, that's supposed to be not the first point of contact, but the second or even the third. Dealt with now, and they want to fight forward.
Yeah, dude, they keep getting picks as well before they've even tried to.
Yeah, it's not working out.
Before they've even tried to retake. Damn, they got really nice retakes on this one. The double cage makes it good as well. They're so good at clearing this. Rex needs to play a lot slower.
Attribute this to preparation in regards to what Team Liquid Academy like to go for, but covering all ends or being brilliant when it comes to these situations. But that was clean.
I mean, you can talk about it being a timing issue over towards mid, of Rexstone getting caught off guard or in transition between positions, right? Which helps that get this ultimate online. But it is just benefiting off the fights that they're being given for Dynasty, right? They take the fight in mid, they win it out. They're being given opportunities and engagements over towards A Heaven. They take it, that gets the neural theft online. Utilize that. Everybody else is free for all then for the last few remaining players.
Donatello wanting to demand some respect here in mid. Shot down, not breaking.
Oh. Okay, well.
And Donatello
I mean, they were just kind of out in the middle. Surely not another retake. There's an early kill on it. Ults are going to have to start getting used for sure on this.
Perhaps the previous map when they
Rex has got a good ult to buy some space. Maybe needs to go more
It
aggro.
reminds me of how poor some teams were in Northeast about playing against ecos and half buys. That's what I'm thinking about.
Liquid Academy as well.
Triple backside.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've sat
Yeah, I like the
themselves
triple
over
backside
towards
if they're going to use
backside. They
Waylay
have
ult.
numbers.
Doesn't hit the close corner.
You found a corner to work with here, Tag. That's beautiful. Unaffected by the ult, but Rexstone still is able to trade it. Ticey. Fake of the TP.
The position's so fine if they wanted to Waylay ult.
And Rexstone still has it still guarded if he needs it.
Smoke
Finds
up
the
in
first one, time ticking, and it's crucial you move fast.
Oh boy.
Smoke to create some space on the spike. It goes once more. Within it, Rexstone goes. He's down to 1 HP.
There's no
And
time
he
on it, Jesus.
Eventually goes
Close-
down, but there's
that's
no
a
time
close one,
remaining.
though.
Ticey,
Holy.
even though he got so many things right, timing isn't with him. And Team Liquid Academy on the board off the back of a Thrifty.
By the skin of his teeth has he been able to clutch that one up. Especially since it hits his sort of toes as he's jumping about. That hits a body shot. He would have had enough time to get back onto that spike. And obviously it does start with the initial double kill from Rexstone, which you have to give props to where their dues.
Sure,
He's managed
Academy
to
loves
double
Waylay,
edge
yeah.
with a Guardian. And it does seem like Dynasty were caught with their trousers down, standing out in the open, moving towards stairs and towards Market Switch.
The money's still pretty good though. Yeah, this is when it's going to get rough.
That's an aggressive
When
ultimate.
this,
Yeah,
ooh, it's nice. Do they try and take a spacing with this? Oh, okay, they can take so much space with this.
And GSR denies Ticey's resurrection. Oh dear me. Well, Creamy Dreamy, you got information of who's crossing and who's not, but
Big
is that
kill.
really enough? No,
No.
it's not. GSR has got his
They handle
teammates
this one
back.
well.
Clean.
Do they expect
Very,
the
very clean
Cypher
here from
so
Team Liquid
close and
Academy.
short? Doesn't even matter with the door closed.
Well,
Hey, that was nice reactions from them though.
You
A good
could-
Sova ult.
right?
He's definitely...
I mean, unless you
Ninja's
get
got some good
something
Sova
early,
ults on him.
which that would have been the opportunity if Tag was
This would
able to
have
get
been
a
so
kill
good to
there.
make doing it at like such far away range that it wouldn't get cancelled by the KO ult. And as well,
And
just
that
as
was a big
easy.
investment. That was the operator coming out in that round as well. I think they might still be able to reinvest into this one if they want to, but they might just choose to get maybe the Blade Storms out.
Makes a lot of sense. If they
Yeah, a
lose
little
this,
bit
they
of
got to
financial
eco.
woes. Tennessee take a
A lot of
timeout.
ults for everyone.
2 back-to-back rounds from Liquid Academy and relatively strong ones. Yeah, that
Donatello
just holds
sense?
engagement
No,
over
it's
towards
high,
short.
man. It's definitely high. He's
Felt
got that
like a pan,
shaky,
so
shaky aim as well.
And it was all under Liquid Academy's control.
yeah. I mean, you could see the way back into it for Dynasty.
Sure.
Creamy Dreamy pops the
Well,
ult, so he doesn't
they
die
do
to
need that dasp.
Ninja's ult, but then Cupid pops his ult, and then they also get the kill on towards Shorts. Then there's no one coming to help him. So they were ways back in, but they were quickly plugged by the Liquid Academy players, and it has put Tennessee into
Come
a
back on this
timeout.
team? Nah,
Not
he was
necessarily
in
happy with how the last
he
couple
was
have
in
been going.
BBL Pacific.
No, because let's be fair.
But he
they've
got
been
picked up
losing
in
a
tier
lot of
1 for a
rifles.
bit.
Sure, they've been able to save 1 or 2 here or there, but this time they didn't.
He was on
The
Gentle
operator's
Mates
been
at the end of this
invested
year.
into a few times, so you can't quite keep that going for you. And therefore, half shields are required by every single one of them. But they have found the rifles. The
Yeah,
thing is, you
ults are
lose
important,
this, and you
especially
give
these
your
two.
opponents the
Do they just want to go
opportunity
for a
take the lead
set
if you have.
Yoru ult? It
And
does
they
look
also
like
have
it.
the operator out for Phantom, so they have been able to refield that back in, and it was something that was able to get the
1,
initial
2.
kill.
Omen Flash could hit
Good info
both
for
if he wants
GSR.
to. Spots.
Dimensional
But they got
drift.
nothing to break
They
heaven.
spotted out 2 of the players'
You can
positions
flash
so
it, I guess,
far
but-
as well. Famzy backside realizes the Wailing has already crossed in. Cooper caught off. So still some positives available. Waddle, a preemptive Hunter's Fury, and
This is
realizes
nice from him.
no one's crossed until he takes his 3rd shot. Rexstone taken down, puts Dynasty in pole position.
Dude, this team's
He
so
also
comfy
managed to get
giving
tag
people
onto
A site.
Ninja as well, so he's a walking wounded.
Wall broken. Team Liquid Academy wanting to play this aggressive, but Dynasty have got the perfect counter. Paranoia dropped in, and sure, there's a bit of
Oh,
an exchange here, but Donatello cannot survive for long as multiple positions are infiltrated GSR. He is an explosive
yeah, they probably need to
player,
Omen
and put him in positions
flash
like
this
he will
or
thrive,
Yoru
but
flash
was
this if they
too
want
much
to do it.
ask for. And
Maybe
Dynasty get
Shock
away
if they
with
want
another.
him to go through heaven. Looks like in the games they
Again,
played
another
that
retake
people have
for-
always broken the glass for
Or
them.
is it
So
the
I'm
best
not
team?
sure.
The best team.
It
in
actually would have
the
made such a difference. Distract the
EMEA
guy
for
heaven.
retakes. I think he was about
that's right.
44%, right? And
In the tournament, yeah.
yeah, and that's what I was talking about on the last map. TLA, I think, have like 40.
Good at retaking too.
40,
This team's
41,
winning
42,
non-stop
so
A
they're not
retake.
far behind. So they have similar playstyles, these two teams. So my thought is they
Yes.
should be defender-sided maps.
Ah, I see.
But-
I see what you're saying. But
After watching Sunset, I'm not too sure. Because even on
Yeah.
Sunset, it's not as if we like heavily
that's so
favoured the
weird, Des.
attackers. But for me, it was like how
I
clean
wonder why they're postponed so
of
bad.
a difference that we saw of the Dynasty and TLA retakes specifically on that map and coming into this one as well.
The pretty
what's the
important
difference?
rounds, and Liquid Academy go mid just as
Replay
they've
is strong.
got a trap play ready for it.
Tag's got a camera to help him out, and he's also got Creamy Dream for reinforcements if needed. Flash away, smoke for a block. Tag is caught, nothing
Whoa.
he can do. Creamy Dream at least gets one
Yeah,
in the
that was
process.
nice. Do they take the
But
space
now you
with
need
the
to take it to the
Vice?
side.
Or,
From the
you know,
shadows,
the
has been
Omen
able
ults
to
there, do they
place a
cancel?
second
Honestly, a
player
cancel
around.
towards spawn would be really nice.
But the
Still
delay.
got
that's
expended,
big, man.
but
That's a big
taking
call.
advantage of it, not going to the
It
big
does look
side.
like
Captain
Cupid's
Fans
very
rotation, though,
comfy
is the final
once they
level of the
take here to
offense
push spawn. I've
Yeah,
seen
the
that
delay
twice
of the
now.
smokes over towards the B side
Not many
was
teams are that comfy doing
perfect
that.
for the players on site because they obviously got hit
Right.
by that steel garden. They could wait it out. You saw by the time any of the TLA players were ready to go out onto site, the weapons were back up, and that's what forces the rotation. Not even forces. They just like, do you know what? We don't want to push through smoke onto two players anchoring a B site. We're just going to go to where one player is, catch them in rotation, and have a free A site. And look
Yeah,
how
this is a nice
far
round to watch,
away
though.
the Dynasty players are, and how much ground that they would have to recover. Not only just
This
from
one, though,
retake,
this
but
was-
the
this
fact
was
that
really
in
nice.
2v4, there's not really much point putting that on the line when
Sure.
looking at Fancy and Tag, they don't necessarily have the funds to reinvest, might need sort of a loan from a friend from Tyce Model to
Right.
make it a competitive by going into the 10th round. But from the side of Team Liquid, perfect mid-rounding decision of the aggression they've had over towards mid, being ready for the pop flash through the smoke, dealt with, not forcing anything.
Two people that
over
can't
towards
buy,
the
two
B
people that
site,
can drop.
knowing they can just tuck tail and pivot to a different side of the map.
Do Academy teams scrim
Team
against the
Liquid
main
Academy
teams?
looking
Yeah.
solid for sure. So far, the attack and the defense is another beast. Worthy to note, the only team they've lost to on this map this season is against Enterprise, right? Both times they lost it was against the best team as of Split 2 in Challenges EMEA.
It's like one of the big
So I don't
benefits
feel
of
like
having
that's
an
too bad of a
Academy
record,
team, really.
you know?
Just internal scrims, get
I mean,
them
yeah,
to
it's Enterprise, of course, but
get them to copy a play style
they're
of a
the
similar team
reigning
that you're going
champions
to
of
play
Split
against,
2,
especially
one
with
of
champs
the
coming up.
main teams people are trying to
Could be
size
very
them up
nice.
against coming into the inter-regionals.
Sure.
Sort of on the same level as how you talk about BBL Pacific. Teams want to fight them. They're regarded as some of the best and the ones that are more
Yeah.
likely to ascend. Sure, you want to see how well you're going to be playing up against them.
All right, let's see if there's a change of approach here. A bit more widespread here.
In
the
Team Liquid Academies
side.
will get scrim requests.
They do
I
have
mean,
convergence
if
in
I'm
mid.
if I'm who is it? It's Fnatic, right?
He's enabled
If I'm
the flash and
Fnatic, I'm
gets into
asking them to
safety.
play as
Early
much as
pickup,
possible.
Gets away. No issues there. Just 11 points
They
of health taken
play
away from him.
similar stuff to
Team
RQ.
Liquid Academy slowly wanted to see if they can get any other advantages. No, stopped again.
And that's the controller off the board as well from Cupid. So a lot of the sight lines
Cupid's
now
had a
are
lot of
gonna be
fast Fs at
lot
the
more
moment.
open. They can't necessarily cut them off. That's something that
More
Dynasty
just
are
like
gonna have
timing
over
of
them
picks
coming in
though.
towards these retakes, especially with Tyce playing up close with a paranoia off the trip.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds remaining. You can't hang about too long. Tyce. Barely damaged there, but Paranoia definitely reveals this position, but it's enough of a deterrent.
Yeah,
Tag
that's
is
pretty
there.
nice.
They have
Could
to
also
go.
help out.
Off
You
the
can
trap
see
play, I'm
Dynasty
sure.
rotating all the way back
Same cages,
towards
though.
the site, wanting to defend it in point blank position.
They have no idea about the
Team
cypher.
Liquid Academy have
Ooh,
got some sort
what a
of
shot
shots.
that
Double
is.
kill with Tag. That's insane. 2 kills to him
Wait.
already. Ninja does close up the gap. Not much time. Creamy Dream. Do you think
Yeah,
you
I
can
mean,
go for this, Ninja?
it's unlucky, it's a crazy
But
shot
no
from him.
time to
Imagine
put
a
the
no-scope.
spike into the ground. Creamy Dreamy has done what was required of him, and Dynasty collect the round.
I feel like 4 with this
you
comp's
can't
pretty good.
underestimate Tag on that site. And especially with the time being ticked down so low, not necessarily the right utility available to work off the back of it. The flash coming through is perfect.
that second kill from
Isolates
him
the
is
kill.
lovely.
Every single one. Tag just puts himself forward, and sure, Creamy Dream goes down, dies, but it's for the sake of the round.
I'm going to be honest though, Summer. This round had no right to be that close.
No.
Especially with the advantage Dynasty had and the potential setup. It's crazy how Team Liquid Academy get themselves out of sticky situations.
Well, talking about situations, Team Liquid Academy.
I mean, they
can,
can, Lezra, but they won't.
Might be very, very dangerous.
Clean. Smooth. No dash required either. You just walk away.
And they put
to
a Euro
safety.
into this one.
But that makes Team Liquid Academy react with a fast approach. TLA wanting to see if he can cut off the rest of the team from the push. That's
Oh boy,
determined.
this looked like a nightmare. I think GSR had to just heavy commit and play fast there, but I get that they have a comp that likes to all dive out.
No time to enter the site.
Yeah, it's off the back of the ultimate coming in from GSR, the dimensional drift.
That's
So
over all
sure,
rounds.
you know, out-ties you over towards lane. But off the back of his paranoia, the rest of the follow through from main just gets stunted, especially with the rotates in coming in from Creamy Dreamy, backs up his friend Tice, who's
This guy's good.
TP'd
Is him
into logged
Famsy?
into safety.
Been around for a while.
Now back-to-back rounds
always
for
been pretty
Dynasty
good.
put them up to 7, securing themselves a winning
He's finished,
half.
right?
It's just how far they can push that. Waddle has the Odin out. Oh, hang on.
Fancy doesn't care. Look at him go. Just wants
Hit
to
him with the
interrupt
knife
Cupid's
so he
position.
can't TP back, and then he got the
Team Liquid
nades.
Academy's
Very
captain will have
nice.
to be calling from the grave now. Oh, Team Liquid Academy don't back
Oh,
out.
dude,
They
this
don't fall
Yori
back,
flash
and they
though.
go full
The Yori flash
forward,
into TP.
forcing their way in. And yeah, sure.
Oops,
Waddle
bit of a
escapes
team
the
ult,
off now,
but get some space.
Now it's a 4v2 required.
Oh,
I'm afraid that
okay.
seems a little
Dude,
too
shock,
far-fetched, or am I
shock
speaking too
close,
quickly?
so they fall
'Cause what we're
back
just
into
seeing is
the
Tello's life.
spam. It's pretty
Tag has
nice.
also been explosive in situations
3
like
person
this.
swing, double swing.
Will the presents reveal themselves to him? How much does he need to fight for this?
They know they're both heaven.
But they're not going to peek. It'd be so unwise to peek.
No shot,
Unless they
no
seize
shots.
the timing, which is
Dude,
exactly
five
what
feels
Rexstone
good.
does. Doesn't really need
Lost a
assistance.
pistol, got 5.
Both
It's very
of
nice
them
for this comp.
Down by themselves, closing up the gap by the final mark here at halftime. 7-5 being the score, with Dynasty having a slight lead.
Hamzy subbed in for Giants last year. Yeah, I think that was right. Was it last year? He definitely did at one point. Get a pistol? Yeah. A pistol is a must. A 0-4 pistol in the best of 3. Don't think it's gonna end well. The prep? Nah, nothing like that, man. We're only content stuff.
And
Zero 8 pistols? Really? In a best of 5? Yeah, you're gonna struggle when that's going on.
Team Liquid Academy
Okay,
have won
double-
every single pistol
double sheriff
on
on
the
defense, only
side
one sheriff
of
on
Ascent
attack.
so far in
Good
stage
luck,
3.
yeah.
But Dynasty have won every single pistol this map. This series, one of these two stats is about to be broken.
It seems similar to how Team Liquid Academy like to approach the attack. It's a wonderful setup with a fast control over towards A main.
Push over
It's not gonna find
towards
much
B.
resistance other than over towards short.
Double Sheriff to
With
retake
the
as well.
exploration of 3 players
Well,
through towards
it's
B
all
main,
about Cooper for the retake.
should
Can they
be a
swing over
relatively
towards heaven with
simple
a
hit
flash
out
in
towards
time?
A.
Yes, they can.
Brilliant
It's a
stuff.
good one for
Bit
one.
of a trade back from GSR.
Oh,
Take over
go.
from Dynasty, and there are a couple of
Joey,
levels
you gotta
to it.
wait
They've
for that
left
Omen
Tag
flash
behind,
right here.
potential late flag.
Might
What's the
just get
timing
timed
like
onto
at top mid?
Donatello peeking over towards mid as
Can't
well.
get any better for
Donatello didn't
Tag.
spot him. So he's got the timing on it. Thing is, Dynasty, are they going to pressure the issue in cat? Waddle wins
Went
the
before
1v1.
the Omen flash.
Donatello being stopped in his tracks. The flash is thrown. All Dynasty need to do is wait for Tag to join in. Sure, Donatello gets a double, but Tag has revealed himself. And Famzy knows if he just joins
it's a
his
hard
teammate,
pistol, man.
hold
It's a
hands
hard
with
one
him
to win,
till
that
the deer
1v2.
end. There's not much that can go wrong. Ninja. Oh. Took the fight on his own.
Bait
there,
out
Tag.
the reload.
As soon as the spike is
4 and
done,
0 for
Famzy knows to
pistols.
swing.
It's a devastating
And
way to go, man.
The
really
unstoppable
is.
force of pistol rounds from Dynasty doesn't get stopped. They continue. Flawless so far. 4 out of 4.
Yeah, you're talking about stat lines that are going to be broken. I don't think any sort of stats right now is in favor of Team Liquid Academy, especially on these pistols. It's been devastation after devastation for now, like you said, in favor of Dynasty. They've been flawless on these pistols, and especially on those follow-ups as well. So looking at this one, again, it's not as if Team Liquid Academy tend to force in towards the second round, even if they're on attack, get the spike down, or on the defense. They like to go as minimal investment into the second round as possible, so it's likely that you're going to see Dynasty be able to convert this one.
Hey, what though? They got early rotate for
Especially
this.
sticking in as a full 5. Waddle and Tag don't necessarily have upgraded weapons, but they're there to recycle those in front.
Hilo set up in receiving end. But just the one for the Liquid Academy. And Dynasty will just take this free real estate for themselves. And likely going to 9 rounds. It's done them a world of favor winning the pistol and the follow-up, haven't it?
Yeah, and look at Waddle Green Thumbs recycling that Phantom over.
Yeah.
Can be
You wanna
happy he's
highlight
got
who
such
the
a
platform.
nice weapon gifted to him.
I think the theory is
Sort of
that they
making sure
it's like in the middle of the 2 swings
keep this
between here and
rifle coming
here.
into the next one. They
But
can't necessarily
Yeah.
afford to lose
I
too
don't know.
many
I'm
extra
looking.
players.
I mean,
But it doesn't seem
I'm not
like
sure what they did
want to
is
do too
great.
much of poking
It's
and
a- it's
prodding,
an
maybe
ego.
playing for those exits or going down
meant
to
to be an
the
off
spike
angle, but
itself.
I'm not sure it fully is.
It does
Most
seem
people
like they're
will
going to try
be
and
aiming towards spawn around then.
Trying to make sure these rifles ain't taken over. Well, there's not much to lose for Creamy Dreamy's regard. Sheriff only in his hands, and you know he's going to be buying something up the next round anyway. And there you go. Cupid and Donatello just avoid handing the ult orbs to the other side. 9 to 5.
Let's see
lead
Lofar's
score.
video on the
Dynasty
replay
for the
system.
pistol, the
Wait,
follow-up.
Lofar got early
Created a
access
bit
to
of
the
a
replay
lead
system
now,
as well.
but it's
Dude,
this,
how did I not get early access
next
to the
round
replay
that
system?
could
Feels like a
decide
lot of
the
people.
fate of the flow when it comes to the second half.
Yeah, you talk about flowing into the second half. Momentum was such an important
hate me?
thing
Yeah,
on
dude, what the
Sunset
hell?
that we saw
Because I
both
flame
teams
Icebox
take
too much.
advantage of, whether it was
Do
the
flame
6-0
Icebox
screen
quite a
we
lot.
saw Dynasty lead, or the comeback Liquid Academy were starting to mount in towards that second half. Dynasty start to get more momentum coming into this, especially off the back of a bonus and Donatello being spotted.
Oh, instead of using evasive utility, ends up walking to the Cloudburst to get himself to a safer angle. Donatello can hear the approaching movement. Although Dynasty
Oh, that's
started
3
to
players
tiptoe their
spotted.
way in, Aldrin,
Yeah,
that
they get
is
a lot of
crucial
info. Omen's going
which
to take a
you
lot of
probably
space
know
over
now.
towards
You
middle
don't
right now.
really want to force the issue on the A side.
Yeah, especially with it being Donatello,
Wingman-
GSR, and
Wingman
Cupid,
slander
without
and
stopping power
Icebox
they
slander,
have
you're
with
right.
Flashes, paranoias, you even saw Cupid
Probably deserved.
using his early to make sure there wasn't that sort of follow-up from the drone over towards main. Ticey being able to deal with a little bit of right stone's utility over towards mid.
Bit of a reset though in terms of information and space control, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a readjustment from TLA. They've decided to concede mid, reinforce the sites themselves. You still have the same 3 players over towards A. You don't even have a crazy rotation
30
TP from
seconds left.
GSR. That is still over towards A itself. So it's 2 players to hold down against 5 of Dynasty.
Well, they still have a few pieces of utility available to them as well. The arc rows that can allow
big
them
flash on
to
site
swing
here.
out together, potentially find some picks. Here it goes,
Yeah, it was
and it
a
does not
huge
make
flash.
kills. One piece
Flash
of
into
utility
double
is all
swing
that
is
is needed.
lovely.
Well, 2 players
Oh.
as well.
Okay.
Dynasty don't really have much space or time to get
a nice
this
slash in there.
recovered, and Team Liquid Academy crack this one wide open.
It's a 5v2, Pavlos.
Yep. That is
Look
the
at
most
this.
impactful flash we've seen all day today, I think, Summer.
Sure, you have Tyson and Fancy chiming with a couple of kills towards the end with the players coming out of CT, but
The 2 going down.
it doesn't really
It's
matter.
it's
at that
another
point.
must-win
You're
round
leaving,
for Liquid Academy.
Running down the
Be hard
clock,
to do it
right,
anyway,
coming
but,
down
I mean, their
to
comp's very good on
14, 15 seconds as they were coming out lane. You can't afford to lose 3 players off the back of a flash.
No.
Taxi in an
Difficult round
elevated
this.
position. Ooh,
Both
GSI
teams
might.
on the verge of...
Nice.
Not too bad. But again, economical
Oh
collapse is
my,
Oh, no.
got the guy at the back
in
as
their
well.
minds, Cooper. Of course you get away with a pick like that. Deny the cross to be safe. But eventually Dynasty get through with 3 players, 2 actually, and leave
I was
another
gonna
2
say they
behind.
got so many people
Nice
close
ultimate
here
as
if
well
they
coming in
wanted to
from
fast
Premium
flood.
Milkman's just
Head
gonna
Omen,
buy a little
flash,
bit more
recon.
times, get into more comfortable
He's
post
gotta
fight
wait a
positions,
little bit,
give
try spam one.
Tag an opportunity to come back through
Okay,
main.
main. Flash,
Redstone looking at mid
recon.
as well, wanting to see if there's any lurk in the making, but Tag is
Maybe
not going
drone
for that.
instantly while he's setting up. Okay, missed the opportunity to drone.
3 players now walking in through short. Dynasty having got this one under control so far. Good crossfire, and the paranoia doesn't affect them all
Ooh,
that much.
Rex,
But here
nice shots,
come the
man.
cavalry. Rexstone with a double. Tag. Can you make this work? Surely not. He's
Very,
got
very
the
nice in the
spike
end.
in
Dude,
his
everyone's just incredible at
POV,
retakes
but
apparently.
with 3 players lining up shots against them, doesn't stand a chance. Therefore, Team Liquid Academy starting to chain things together.
Yeah, you have to be looking towards Rexstone, not only in the previous round with the flash, and sure it's a double peak with some help from Ninja, but again, it's Rexstone just being the change and the wow factor for Team Liquid Academy in the last couple that has allowed them to close the gap. Sure, it's not necessarily equalized just yet, but it's starting to get into a scoreline that you can start to believe in Liquid Academy that they're gonna be able to equalize, especially now coming into this one. They're gonna be up against Stingers, Harsh Shields, and even Waddle with nothing but a ghost.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Okay, they
For
create
sure.
whoa, they create pressure over towards A main. I will say the flash
It's a dual
re-clear, it's a
for
lot
Team
to
Liquid Academy
invest, but
to
it does mean they
enter
get the
back into
Yori
the game.
TP. And it means that
As
they
they through
can
the door at least.
have 3 over towards B, so they do clear the question mark pretty early.
I do like that they're playing the strengthening numbers for the side of Dynasty.
You don't like how much they're playing off the side, but I guess
So it's an
Sovolt's coming in.
opportunity to isolate these players with Rexstone's utility. GSR doesn't even need the utility. Just takes the one-on-one
Yeah.
against Fanzu.
And Liquid Academy really not taking any chances. Hunter's Fury rotating everybody
Uh-oh.
around.
How
Not
has
really
he
a
won
strong,
that?
but GSR's repositioning
Okay.
and re-strengthening of that angle is even better. Sure, there's a spike plant. Barely.
I don't know how Liquid won some of these duels, but
just
they were
getting
heavily
that
taken.
one into the ground. But that's 5 players standing for Team
And
Liquid
2
Academy.
armory buy
By
as
the
well,
end
it's
of
pretty good
that,
for the
that is
money.
a confidence boost that
Just about though, right? And
Sure,
sure,
yeah.
you can see GSR going down to 20 HP. The paranoia was great coming in from Tyc. Just there wasn't necessarily the best capitalization off of that utility and off the initial utility and pushes onto site. And yeah, they get a spike down, but from Liquid Academy, they've got to be chuffed with themselves that they haven't been followed by the Stinger, the half bite, or the fast playing towards B.
The EU Stingers,
Keeping
yeah.
5 players alive is going to be massive.
prime example,
Not only for the
man.
economy in the long run, but
Dude, I
also
feel like
stuff
if you're a
build up
team
those
these days
ultimates
as well,
They've got
you've
Rexstone,
gotta...
still got
I would
back
probably,
online.
if I was in the EMEA
Pivotal
team at the
coming into
moment,
this
I would
one
probably
against Dynasty
implement
when they've
like
got the rifles back
2
out.
death matches a day where you're all on the same server using Stingers.
I mean, hey, we saw
Okay.
how great one
Gotta be
flash
something.
could be.
Something's gotta be
One arc
implemented.
rose.
Yeah, so true.
Give the man an ultimate.
Just such
see
a
what he
strong
can do
gun
with
at the
it.
moment.
Well, don't. If you didn't see, you don't want to see him
I
with
mean,
the
yeah.
ultimate. Well, mid-play seems to be the case. To bait the wall once again. Instead of dropping back,
It's a bold move from
goes a
him.
few steps forwards.
1, 2. doesn't spot the person that pushed all the way through, so they know that he's pushed over towards spawn, so they drone him out.
Push into spawn.
He's in mid.
And
He just pushed up, gets the pick. Donatello's position isn't checked, but they're not crossing it. Information available for
okay, it's a
Donatello,
nice
and he
recovery on
gets
this one, my
across.
goodness.
But Dynasty have made up their minds.
Yes, I
looking to
didn't
crunch
put all the
into
bits
B.
together. I'm pretty sure from how he's moving on the minimap.
This is going awry,
A
but
big
Waddle
2v2.
somehow picks up the pieces. 2 versus 2. Dynasty spike to go on down to this B site, but Waddle barely standing.
Everybody's been caught in transition in every single engagement that we've seen, whether it's trying to get up onto the box in main, pushing past the wall in mid. Waddle has his ultimate online. Both of these players are split up from TLA. There's opportunities. Or maybe not with a shorty.
For Cupid to arrive, wanting to take both offensive angles simultaneously, but instead they group up. That paranoia can have more impact though.
Whoa.
You definitely hear the commotion of him dropping backwards. Donatello looking to put some craze into the mix, but Waddle isn't.
Dude, the
affected
guy on
by
7
it.
HP
Quad
kills them
piece for
both.
Waddle. Doesn't have
That's
a care in the world.
devastating.
Even with 7 points of health, gets that one.
And they went
down.
fully
Locked
on
and
top
loaded,
of
double
this
digits
in
now
middle.
for Dynasty.
How easy was this
As
duel
Team
top mid?
Liquid
Do we get to
could
see it?
not quite catch their opponents
Nah.
on the rotate.
Yeah, just look at all these engagements. No one's really 100% ready for them until you see towards the end Waddle playing that great using the smoke from his teammate, but like all the kills that happened beforehand, it was sort of like you're on the edge of your seat. You're sort of like, oh, is it gonna go this way? The timing, and then it's just
Yeah, they should have him on a flash like that. Damage
You
here.
can definitely tell Waddle wants
Stand
to
up
make
cover
Ascension for a
everyone.
third time. He's done it once with desire. Well, he's done it twice with desire and focus. Wants to do it again with Dynasty.
Yeah, 3 different ones with 3 different teams.
Would be impressive,
And it's
but I'm sure he'd want a little bit more than that, right?
Dude, the
a little bit
Odin?
more. Yeah, obviously all these teams, but
Down for an
I guess
Odin right now.
Liquid Academy and all the Academy teams are looking to ascend. They want to make the dreams of being playing in VCT come true. And Fancy's putting his best foot forward.
3 assists
Yes,
as well on that
does
kill.
have a TP to
Everybody
get
had a
out of
part
there.
to
It's a
play.
big kill from him.
And still, though, there are some fight back from Team
Yeah,
Liquid
I mean,
Academy. GSI and Cupid on their
can
attempt to
literally
fall
just-
back also get away with some gifts. So 3v4, Team Liquid Academy have the upper hand.
We can just all retake.
And it's a similar plan that they're going for, something that
There's
can be
Waddle
played
going
from
around the
main
world, try and
specifically.
dodge
You
the
have
Visor.
Waddle going for the long way around from short. Where's the
on,
still
move
guard
from
from
Waddle, yeah.
Redstone? They're going to speed up on this retake.
This is huge. Dynasty, can you hide along? Can you hide long enough? Surely you must realize that there's 2 players hiding out in men. Ninja even pre-fires tags position. Waddle comes in from catwalk, but 2 picks
This is a nice idea from him. I mean, if they were going to do this, they probably should have tried for a better plan, but I mean, it's a 3v4.
Right now.
Yeah, it's nice to see the operator and both the Odin seeing the impact, right? You saw GSL get the initial trade back over towards the A main. TP's realistically back to the beginning of the round over in towards defender spawn. But it's also the fact that Cupid sticks around a little bit longer, even though he's that solo anchor at that point, since GSL's already left, he's gone out, sticks around, gets another kill, and it puts them even in an even better position going for that retake, making sure that they have the numbers by another advantage.
Good run
It's
from
not
Cupid,
just that
dude.
5v4 retake
Let's get
that
the
they're
Odin
going
out, man.
into.
Sometimes it's got to be
Especially
done.
utilizing the ultimates from Rexstone, the Steel Gardens. We've seen how impactful that can be in multiple rounds before. And coming into this one, it's the second and last timeout for Dynasty, especially on the verge of having this equalized 10-10 with the money that they're going to be bringing into this. You're looking towards Waddle with that rifle, that he has enough money to invest into the next one as well, but also Famzy with the Blade Storm specifically. Those 2 are going to be your main win conditions coming into this one.
That's what have you this time?
It's a difficult decision to make in a moment like this, and bringing in Bromas to help make that decision seems to be the play for Dynasty. We've seen a few impactful
They force them
timeouts
down
so
to an
far.
eco. They got
Dividends
the
for both
hero
Team Liquid
knives,
Academy and Dynasty.
and they want to fake
See
a
if
fast
this one is
A.
gonna be one of those, but it's a small buy for now.
Or just
Couple
fake A
stingers
control
and
again.
Vandal
Okay, fake A
hands
main
of Waddle.
control.
Last time we had Stinger buys, it was a 5-man walk through B. TLA not reading into that too much. Putting a couple of pieces over towards mid.
Yeah, they know something sneaky
Ooh,
going
that
up
was
here.
close.
You can see a couple of buddy systems going on. And the catwalk exploration coming through from Donatello. And gets given the early pick.
And that was the rifle as well. It's not as if he's going up against the classics. Should be
What is this
recoverable
angle?
for Tyc.
The bolster.
Sure.
That's unlucky timing.
Tag using his own smokes to get across into the site. Thing is, he doesn't really have a spike, so...
And he only has a classic to defend against an Odin.
One knife
where
left
did
for this
that
guy.
come from Tyc? I'm not sure. Still though, it's traded.
Oh, he got
Tag
util out?
looking to be a
Ooh,
distraction
Ninja.
as Famzy looks to drop
That's
into the
scary.
blades. He's put a little bit of a dent onto Ninja, which Tag is able to make sure he can
Yeah, they
break
done enough
double
damage.
kill. Spike
4 bullets?
could be retrievable, but most importantly, he's found himself a rifle
30
upgrade.
seconds left.
There's only 4 bullets in the rifles, so the shots have
Yeah,
to
very,
be
very
clean.
nice.
He's
Dude,
not
it
gonna
got
get
a little weird.
chance.
I will say,
Double digits,
in the weird
equalization for Team
situation, Liquid
Academy
kind
off
of
the
handled
bat
their
as
angles
well.
pretty well,
And
though.
Odin being an absolute menace over towards side. It does get a little bit
Comms must have
scary.
been pretty nice on
You
this.
see ways for them into it. But lovely pick from Donatello over towards the start, and from there it's
Keeper,
just a
yeah, had
trade
like,
game.
what, 12 bullets in the Odin?
Respectable
Could've
effort
stuck
there
with.
from Tag. Keeping things close, keeping Team Liquid Academy on their toes.
Honestly, I'm surprised he managed to get onto site through 2 cyber cages, only with a
Yeah.
classic, just past the Odin as well. And sure, takes 2 down with him. So it's not a free round for Team Liquid Academy, but it's not something that's necessarily going to adversely affect them either.
No. Back to square one. Back to
Repass
start.
and stack over towards
200
A.
Monopoly dollars collected.
They call the A main hit. Oh my
Oh
goodness,
my God.
well,
Let's roll
it's
the
drone
dice,
into
shall we, Ninja?
spam.
Beauty of
That's
that
the
threat
spike
to get
down.
things going.
Yeah, that's not what you want to be happening, especially losing a KO early on with the null command, flashes. It's a large piece that you're
Supply,
missing
thank
on
you
your
so much for
attacking
doing
side.
that. Supply Joel, thank you,
Careful,
I appreciate
don't wanna
you.
pay tax here, Rexter.
Let me wait for this round and then I'll
Could
answer.
be.
Wait, that's
Really
a
treacherous
lovely
play,
lineup on that.
cross-by. How did he get away with 2 there? I don't know. But Waddle, wait.
Yeah,
He
it's
should be
still
winning this
pretty
Waddle.
doable.
1v2, he's given himself a chance.
Bring back the
But does he
champs
know how
videos.
far away the 2 other
I think we
players
might have the
are?
highlight
Because
videos back for champs.
They hadn't
We'll
even
see.
rotated yet off B. At least the steps going
This
to be
is
huge.
crazy winnable.
And the window's broken, so he can just walk right through
30
it.
seconds left.
He's just avoided being spotted, and I don't think Cupid got to see the slither of him on the minimap. Oh no!
Oh my goodness,
Neither
this
did
time
Ninja.
was crazy.
Waddle-
He fought,
Waddle
dude,
knows,
Waddle
but now
thought that
he's
he got
given away
seen.
his ground. Throwing down a shot. Has also told Team Liquid Academy where he stands. That paranoia gets him up position. 15 seconds. And Team Liquid
Still got
Academy
Shock,
know if you
still got
just
Odin.
don't let him plant. This is it. Cupid
Oh.
can even pre-fire. Waddle, what a shot!
Damn,
Shot
dude.
that lands directly on Waddle's head though. Down to 10 points of health. Ninja
my God.
wants to force the issue.
Oh my goodness, that is so
Realizes Waddle
scary.
Isn't going for the stick. Superhero
That is so,
classic
so
landing.
scary.
And Ninja puts Team Liquid Academy
They played
in
it pretty well in
lead.
the end, but my goodness. That
Oh,
was
if only
insanely doable
just a little bit
1v4.
more of his forehead was showing. But off the back of,
10
well,
seconds
the
left.
initial entry kill, right, that we get on towards Creamy Dreamy on Cat, it shouldn't have been coming down this close to the wire. So thankfully for the side of Team Liquid, they were able to stabilize towards the end of that round. And Ninja, like you said, superhero landing with the classic. And this is what we're talking about the momentum coming in with both of these teams. The last 7, TLA have managed to win 6.
Gone over
Oh
towards
boy.
mid. They're kind of looking for a hit.
This game is getting very
We
dicey,
got
isn't it?
a Vice that's going to get hit by the scythe. Wait, have they not messed
At
up a
least the
little?
past few rounds have seemed that way.
Okay, no, he did good.
Dynasty seem
Pop
to
the fawns.
not really be greeted by the
They'll just a
defensive
straight
line
up
of Team
retake
Liquid
on-
Academy. Just a
on
couple of
Donatello's
hot
for
shots
sure
being
using
thrown
his
into the
ult.
smoke. Not really netting any frags. So the side securement should be theirs. 5v5 now. Hunter Fury from Model. Not slowing things
Oh,
down
there
at all.
goes the ult.
Famzy
Well,
wants to play it aggressive.
I'm
Knows
done.
that this is how they could potentially destabilize Team Liquid Academy before they even get going. Paranoia puts Famzy in his place. So now you've got a fight on your hands. Cooper knows he's got to balance attention towards main and the site.
That was a
and
nice
Tag
little bait
weaving
from him.
in and out of
Yeah, like he
battle
fell off.
like a madman. So damn smooth. GSR knows he's got to wave that
Ow.
damn white
I-
flag. Because there's no
I
saving this
didn't
one.
love Liquid's anti-KO setup personally.
It was great proactiveness off the back of Waddle's ultimate over towards Market. I'm not sure if the door had been initially broken or that it hadn't even put down in the first place, but it's the proactiveness of Famsi then peeking with the ultimate itself during the chaos, able to pick up another couple of kills. Talking about a couple of kills.
Oof.
Oh, manages to get two.
It actually does matter, yeah.
Exactly.
It's pretty big, especially if
That's
Liquid win this.
great for Team Liquid
They
Academy.
Liquid win this though. Look at
not
their
so
money.
great for
Uh-oh,
Dynasty
they might have
coming
to
into
eco this.
one. They should be able to
Probably need a
reinvest, but
timeout
they
for
might
this
be
one.
lacking a couple of flashes, maybe.
God, this was such an impactful round.
5 rifles.
Player stand.
Ooh, we're starting to see some glimpses of
As soon as
Dynasty,
Donatella goes
like we
down with the
did
ult there.
on Sunset, right? As soon as they got the site
No
takes, they
timeout,
realized
gonna
they
just
find
let
more
him do
success
it.
by pressing the issue, playing
Or
aggressive.
bye.
You can't really do that too much on the A site.
I mean, for me, when I was thinking of Famsi on Sunset, it was like, get the entry kill and then another 3 kills. But that was maybe what Donatello wanted to get. There's 3 players there, spotted out by the recon, but no one was peeking. And this being your only rifle, you're hoping to get something early on, something you can work with, something tangible. It seems like they're playing for overtime with this buy.
Our drone not seeing anyone in wine. Team Liquid Academy playing
got the
aggressive
gun
off
out
the
of
back
there.
This one, but it's just an exchange. Donatello as well.
He's got to
down
throw that
22
gun
points
to
of health.
GSR behind him.
So he can't really feel confident by sticking to his guns there. Close position. Still though, Dynasty happy to take that exchange. They know they're dealing with lower equipped players, and that
What are
your
they gonna
effect
do?
provides
Run
all the
mid to
information they
short?
need to just make the decision.
Or does it?
What does it? Two on each side? What do you do?
They've decided they want to make sure this rifle isn't going
Mid
to be
off
too
angle.
much of an issue. Not going to go into hands of someone with
Ooh,
HP.
he did pretty good.
Sure, it's just one. But that's going to be a rifle that's unrecoverable for the rest of
2
TLA.
here, 1 in heaven.
Still 2 players
Oh,
left
it's
onto
a
the
nice shot,
site,
smart
and
Pepper.
Tag finds both of them. A net triple kill for the round itself. And these teams are exchanging the lead time and time again. Dynasty's turn to now be on the helm. But how smoothly can they set sail on the
Yeah,
seven
they need to
seas?
play it a little bit differently on
Ninja.
site, but it's so hard with the aim
Or,
pressure.
be a bit of a disruptor for now. Is he going to give us a go?
I mean, this was a half fight, so yeah, put your hat in the ring. See
Let's
what you can do
does.
with it.
It's a
Nothing.
lovely
Well,
run from this guy.
No,
Straight from
it's
tag.
difficult when you've got
Okay,
2 players holding
one-
a position like that, but a quad
one
piece
go
of
at it.
tag. And that's impressive.
You would
The 20-year-old
imagine
Italian showing
that
up.
that's too many
There's
ults.
a lovely adjustment on
But
towards the having
I've
kill.
seen crazier things.
See it in the replay here, the sure it's the kill over towards Tree, but this adjustment onto Rex Tones. Clean as can be. Another shout out from TLA on towards that retake over towards A.
How highly
And
do
this
you
is what
rate
they were
Nats
playing
at the
for,
moment?
though.
I
They
mean,
were
one of the
playing for
best,
this round
man. Always
24.
has
They were
been.
going for a halfway in
Wait, they
towards
go
the
for a
last.
set
They've
strat?
managed to get a couple
Oh,
of
boy.
ultimates online, one
That's
away
scary.
from Rex Tones. They have a lot that they can use, but they need to use it now. They need to push this to overtime if they want to have Haven even be a possibility.
The 2025 campaign of Team
what
Liquid
are we
Academy
meant to
could be
do?
coming
Oh,
to
and
an
then
end
you...
in one round.
1, 2,
But
3.
they could also upset Dynasty with a potential overtime streak. Only 1 round's the difference.
Well,
But for now, Dynasty
the original plan
looking
got
to
a
see if
little
they can
bit
split
wrecked.
This map in 2. Famsi, a solo
Yeah,
journey.
Donatello doesn't want to
But I
swing
think
that. He
regrets
does
for
not
now
want
spotting
to
2 players.
go like the
And
whole
that's
half
sort of the
about using
tradeback
his
of
ult.
information as well
been a
that
long
GSR
time.
was able to get over towards mid. Like you see 3 players, but Fancy's also managed to get something back with his explorations over towards top mid. So whether he's ready for the reposition of GSR in towards the wide corner.
But then that side yelling start becoming a better fragger.
Eyes on the prize for
Probably
Dynasty.
down to teammates as well.
Ascent
And just
should
pure
pretty much be
comfort.
secured with this win.
That's the thing.
Like, it's a lot to
They
learn for
had a
him.
lot of ults.
40
They've
seconds, they still
used
got
a
to
lot of
go
them
and
already. You
deal
have
with the forms,
Donatello
but
still
this
online. Rex Tones is
big
close
over
to being
towards
there,
A, split B is a bit of a
but this has been
masterclass.
sort of a red
Ninja
herring
has no
from
recon
Dynasty.
for a
They've
little
been
bit.
able to use a lot of these ultimates.
Okay, that's a great ult. It actually does delay for a
You've
long
slowed
time
down
here.
the Dynasty players on the rotate. You can catch up to them. That is a brilliant ultimate.
Yeah, it is. Dude, Ninja's still
Is
got to
that
do a
enough,
lot.
though? You can see that.
Good luck back
Donatello's
at
putting
Saint.
distance on the smoke, looking to push it. He's pushing past the smoke. Fancy turns around.
Ninja?
No way he reads that. Ninja
Oh boy, it's
counteracting.
done.
9 seconds. Team Liquid Academy taking desperate measures.
Yeah, it's for
But
sure
it's
done.
just not enough. GSR.
Ah, man,
could be the
0 out of 4
difference maker.
pistols is devastating.
Time and time again, GSR has topped the charts in Northeast. So many times being the player to watch. And now all the hopes of Liquid Academy are on his shoulders to keep things running in 2025. 7 bullets, 3 players, a dream, a spike to defuse.
5 bullets, 2 bullets.
But his opponents
Damn,
are
they played
toying
well
with
though.
them.
You gotta give them that.
Not toying with Ascent.
Okay, 2-0.
Dynasty
So
make
I'm
their
pretty
way
sure
into playoffs, and with
Liquid
that, quite
Academy are
possibly
just done for the year.
continuing
Maybe
their fight
stage.
for the dream.
Maybe the
Yeah,
start
and
of
you have to
stage
feel for Team Liquid
1
Academy.
happens at the
Sure,
beginning.
they
I'm not
weren't
entirely sure how
necessarily
it
in the
works
running
off-season
for
wise,
Ascension
but
anyway, but it does pull an end to the year. And with this sort of
a little
roster and
devastating.
project, you don't even know if this is going to be the 5 players that we're going to be seeing going into 2026.
Champs
It's
Pick'ems
a
video.
roster
We'll
built
do
to
at one
be
point. We'll wait until they
picked
at least
apart
put the
really by
the Pick'ems in
VCT
games as
teams
well.
or some
Nothing longer for
higher
this
teams that are
stage.
wanting
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make those
they're
deeper
pretty much
runs into Ascension
they're pretty much
tournaments. But for
done.
the side of Dynasty,
It'll be
this
interesting to
is
see how
not
they
the
handle it.
last
I
of
would
that
say
you're
it's
gonna be seeing
maybe
of
good
them.
for the actual Liquid
It's
Fast
worth to
team.
note that with
Like
Team
if I'm the
Liquid
Liquid Fast team right now,
losing
I'm
this one,
getting Liquid
Focus no
Academy
longer
to
has a
study
chance
all
to
the
make
teams
it
that
to
they're playing
Ascension,
and
I
just
believe.
try
I could be wrong, but I
replicate it
don't
so they
think
can
that
get the
no longer is
best
possible. Throwing this
possible
one over to the
practice.
analysts, though, to give us
Personally,
their
how I would
thoughts.
do
That
it.
was an epic game. It could have gone either way.
You never know. We'll see what happens.
Man, oh man, was
Um,
that epic. I'm telling
chat,
you,
who
that
should we
one-
raid?
I
Should we
saw
raid
it
the main
coming that
channel?
we're going on to a first map. I saw that this might all just not be working out one way or another for the Dynasty guys, but smooth sailing is the wrong word, but it got it over. They have made it there for out of Bruce,
pistol
and
round.
it's looking great for this
But,
roster.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you win both pistol rounds, you're always expecting to have a huge advantage, especially on Ascent, with how close this map can be at times. Even Liquid in their previous series.
Raid
against
Lendo? Is
Frankfurt,
Lendo going to stay on?
13,
If Lendo
11,
stays on,
and
we'll
more
raid
of
him.
the same
We'll
here.
raid someone that's
Huge
watch
win for
partying
Dynasty,
this
though,
as
in
well.
terms of what it means, it pushes them up into
that
the Ascension
it
places.
gets more viewers, it's
Whether
good to
they're
support the
able
tier
to
2
hold
for a little
on or
bit.
not, it's a different story. Relies on certain results.
Let's see.
perhaps
Let's see if
going
Lendo
their
will
way
stay
a
on.
little more favourably in
Alright, I
playoffs,
appreciate you
but
all.
to be honest,
I appreciate
by the time we
everyone.
arrive there,
Shout out
they
to
might already
Liquid
be
Academy as well.
qualified.
It's
You really can't understate
probably
what
not the
this
run they
means to them.
wanted, but still
It's
great
so
progression throughout the
important.
year
I mean,
as
all
well.
year they've been pretty much working for just
It would be
that,
very
and
useful for a
it
lot of
was-
the
there were times
players
throughout
coming
this
up,
year where it
a
didn't
lot of the
look
young
too great.
players.
There were times where it was just not going
Okay,
according to
chat,
plan.
next
Even when
stream
they
will
reached the
be-
league, and suddenly they're stepping
When
in
will the
when
next
it's
stream
needed
be? It might
to
even
get
be
themselves
champs, to
that
be honest.
very,
We're going to
very
take a little bit of a
important
break.
victory, which was,
So
sure,
I
could have
might
went the
not
other way
stream
as
until
well on
champs.
both
We'll
maps,
take
to
some
be
time
very
off.
honest,
I
but
will
at the end of the
upload
day,
some
it
videos.
was
When I say
just
videos, it'll be
enough
pick'ems
to
over
secure
towards my
exactly
YouTube
that
channel if you want to follow my
win.
YouTube channel. I
Again,
appreciate
think
everyone.
there's a
Thank you
lot
so much for
of
being
that
here.
team
Thank you.
going
Thank you. I will
on
see you all
before they
soon.
head into their Ascension
And I
run in
hope
case
you have a
there's
good,
something that
what is it
happen
going to
on
be,
the
like a week?
But for now,
Maybe a bit
it's-
over a
it's
week.
very clear for me, Haza. It's very clear that I
That'll
have
be your
to wrap
birthday,
my book,
Desp? Damn,
right?
that's
I
nice,
have to-
dude. Happy birthday for
Oh,
them.
here
Let's
we
see if
go.
I remember
Hold on.
Desp, surely.
I have to-
Here we go.
Alright,
I can tell
peace
you
everyone.
now,
Peace,
move
peace,
up to
peace. Thank you for
6
watching.
Before you start wondering
I
where
know,
it is
I
you've
know.
got to put them. Oh, you've already left the
I know,
gap.
I
It's
know.
just brilliant. It's brilliant.
I left the gap, and we're making this
YouTube chat, thank you for watching as well, guys. I'll see you all soon, okay? Bye-bye.
12th, right? This looks correct.